Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. First of all, look at this shit. Not this, not this. Not this. 0% acceleration. You know what? I remember. I thought maybe if I'm not streaming, I should just explore off stream when I get like some time. Then I tried going to this moon area, and the first thing I saw is that bomb Columbina. And then I log off. I still have not done this shit. Not this. This shit. What this even giving? What is this? Okay. Okay. Like, only one thing is useful, right? I no way I'm doing anything with She for Charlotte. Man, I have 30 days. Enough time, enough time. I will do this on like next Sunday, surely. Anyway, look at this shit. We can't do dire, so we are fearless maxing. I don't think I can improve more. Molani got 85 seconds, easy Molani Mog. She did 1.5 million damage, easy Molani Mog, Varka could never. And then Zibai got 53 seconds. I don't think I can improve more. And then Mavika got like 100 seconds. C2 Mavika got 100 seconds on this stupid boss. Bum boss, bum region, bum. Shilling. Anyways, I got two of the dire. Third is impossible without Sandrone. Like, look this shit. I got this one, I got this one, I got this one with Shilonen also instead of Sucrose. And this is like first try. This took a few attempts because of this boss being an anti-Bennett and just one-shotting me when I'm in a like Bennett aura. And this is just not possible. This will be my like third Stygian back to back where I will not be able to get dire and able to get like two of the bosses. Oh man, whatever. Anyways, the main thing is though, like from last few days, I am seeing this. Let me pull up. I'm seeing the one video clip everywhere about Genshin. Wait, what was the title? Genshin was not used to how it was, something like that. I saw some of the clips. Okay, can I find it? Can I find it, bro? Can I? Can I? Okay, I can't find it. I think I have to pull Twitter. I'm pretty sure I have bookmarked it. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a minute. I was planning on reacting it because I am the number one Nodkrai hater. And by the way, before you call me, "Oh, but you have a headcanon of Sandro, not Sandro, you have a headcanon of Columbina being evil and all." I didn't. I literally didn't give a fuck about Columbina. Like, she was like one of the few random people, random character Genshin has introduced to, for me at least. And like I played 6.0, he was like, whatever, dude. Then I played 6.1, he was like, whatever, dude. Then I played 6.2, and I think 6.2 was the one where she, yeah, where she disappearing and where Dotore shows up. And I will say I like that patch. It was like kind of boring patch, but it was like not that bad of a patch, like random kid meme, like random. patch. And then, oh boy, the 6.3 showed up, and holy shit, that was a shit show. That was a shit show. I don't even know what they were thinking. Tension 6.3 is such a ass of a patch. Holy shit. Like, I got Columbina before playing the Archon quest, okay? And then when I played it, I start hating Columbina so much. Like before that, I didn't really have any opinion on her. She was like one of the few random characters. And after that, holy shit, she's such a hypocrite, selfish, and you can say many things, bro. And the way this company to keep trying to push this, oh, she did nothing wrong. She's so innocent. It's pissing me off. And then she also fucking sigh about the Tore, aka the better character. I was like, okay, bro, sure. And 6.4, not 6.4. The Sumeru patch, standalone patch, I would say it was really good. It was a really good standalone patch. But then when I played it, and I was thinking like while going to the bed, you know what? Dottore being suicidal and saying, you know what, I'm gonna just die and take this Irminsul with me. Is such a ass of a plot. Like they build Dottore to be a before they kill Dottore, they build him to be like super evil, super mastermind, doing all that. And then in the end, he was like, I want a memorable death. Huh? Okay, bro, sure. It was like a standalone pair, it was fine, but like for being a Dottore patch, who they trying to build a villain for like last 6 years? It was kind of ass of a conclusion. So, oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Let me mute this game. Yo, Shreyas, hello, hello. Who said Dottore is dead? Is Dottore 3.0 gonna show up and like Snez Naya? Hopefully, and hopefully he's Saibao Columbina. Yo, Shreyas, hello, 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 hello. Yo, by the way, Shreyas, I don't think I'm gonna play Genshin today. We're just gonna reacting to a bunch of the stuff. I have not seen many of the. I have not even seen the SNES Night teaser. I'm really busy. I'm like last 1 month. I have not watched it. I have not watched many of the SNES Naya. So if we have time, not SNES Naya, we have not cry. If we have time, we can watch some Nodkrai trailers. I watched the Nefer one because I was watching it for like getting some clips. That lizard in Archon Crash is the Tori. Sure. The Tori 3.2. And then there's now gonna end. The Tori gonna pull up, being all evil, being a mastermind that controlling Sarissa behind everyone. And then they gonna kill the Tori and everyone will be like, yo, Sarissa did nothing wrong. Sarissa definitely is not a terrorist group organization. Definitely, Fatui is so pure of heart. They are just antagonists, bro. They just antagonists. They just doing everything good. They helping everyone. Like, can you imagine? Like, did you wait? Can I see the Arlecchino voice line? Like, I didn't read that voice line in like actual game, but I saw it on like one of the. Oh no, it's logged. No, it's logged. This voice line is such a ass of a voice line. Like, can you imagine just because of Aether in like 1 month, the terror organization group member thought, you know what, we are just a chill guy. We are just a chill guy. Before that, they were like, I don't really care about her. Like they are with each other probably from like 10 years. And they were like, okay, is it been 10 years since Arlecchino joined Fatui? I'm pretty sure it was like, isn't she murdered the previous Harbinger at like 16, 17? And she's like around 30 years, technically 15 years. They were like with each other for like last 15 years doing tea parties. And they said, you know what? I don't really have an opinion of this character. I don't really care about this character. And after meeting with after Traveler, like 1 month of Aether, they were like, you know what? We are so buddy buddy. I didn't recognize how good this person was. Sure, bro. Retcon, Retcon merchant. Yo, you got Shitlali? Congratulations. For woo though, like you got Shitlali for woo though. You were woo. And you got nobody to play Shitlali with. So pulling Shitlali in 2026 when they don't really give a fuck about melt meta, like come on man. When they gonna release Mavika support is actually pissing me off. It's been like more than 1.5 years since Mavika has gotten like actual support. When we getting a Natlan character, when we getting Natlan Bennett. Anyways, this video, let me. I think this much volume is fine. If the volume is too loud, please tell
Before we
me.
begin, please be aware that this video
Okay,
contains
this is
heavy spoilers for Genshin.
according to, I have seen some clip of this video, and oh boy, I've seen like one clip of this person saying linear like I don't want to say the word. I was like, huh? So we're gonna watch this, and I'm a Natlan Glazer. Okay, I'm not a Natlan Glazer, but I don't really think Natlan was that bad. Like conclusion, ending, in my opinion, Natlan ending. They tried to, what's the word? Oh, how dumb I am. I forgot the word. Like they bait it. They bait. I don't know how the fuck I forgot the word. Holy shit! I'm so dumb. Maybe I should not be watching a critic video. Anyway, what I was saying is they tried to create a shock value from like Capitano death. Capitano? Capitano death. Like after the war, everybody like, oh, it end. Like it was like such an anticlimactic. Everybody like, it actually end, and then we got like Capitano thing, and oh boy, that didn't age well. The same thing they did with fucking Sandron, and the one thing is Sandron is a waifu character, and they brought her back in like two patches. Holy shit, bro! Not Cry is such a ass of a reason. I can't tell you how ass this reason is. They killed Sandron just for a shock value. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Shock value. The only reason Sandron died, before you yap about, oh, but she planned it. She know Aether was the one with the remote and blah 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 with the connection with Columbina to bring it back. It was all planned. No, it was. No, it was. Shut the fuck up, okay? That was such a ass of an ending. They killed Sandron just for the shock value and brought her back in two patches, which didn't happen with Capitano. So it's a different thing. Same shit, but different. AKA I hate Nodkrai. And Natlin I was like, fine. It was not that good, but it's like fine. Blame Dotori, bro. Yeah, everything. Blaming Dotori for everything. Character design for battle is a hit and miss. Yeah. I like people hate Mavika a lot. I think Mavika is like a really cool character for me at least. Her design is not that cool though. I don't really like her design. I like this thing with Maviga, like Super Saiyan thing. Like I like this a lot, but this character design choice is definitely a choice of all time. Molani design I like a lot. Kinni's design I like a lot. Chaska design I didn't really like. Shiloran design I don't really like, and I don't really hate it. Like I think I like it. I think Shiloran design I kind of like it. It is like neutral or like it. Shitlali design I don't really like it, and I don't really hate it. Yansan design is yeah, Yansan design is also same for me. Like I don't hate it and I don't like it. It's neutral. Auron design I don't really care about Auron designs also. I kinda hate Varesa design though. Like this. Like horn, just horn. Like this, just face and horn. Looks really good. But after that, I don't know what they were trying with this. Also, like, I think I have ranted about this before, but I kind of hate this design with like loose socks, like worms, loose socks. I don't get the design, bro. I don't get this fashion with this socks, loose socks thing. And then tail. I also don't like tail character. And then holy maybe just stop watching this. Nactron design like fine, but Natlan exploration is like top notch. One of my favorite exploration of all the region. Natlan is definitely best in like exploration, so it's actually fun. And Nodkrai is such a shit. Exploration is shit. Characters are shit. Even though I kind of make fun of Flames, I think Flames' character is really good in story. Columbina character is, I don't really, I fucking hate Columbina character in like 6.2. No, 6.3. Whenever that was Tutorial's patch. Sandron, such a bum. Like she became a Sundari merchant. At starting, she was like, this is the area of Fatui. Did she say Fatui? I don't remember the word. Yeah, this is the territory of Fatui. Get the fuck out of here. And then in the end, you're like, I'm just a Sundari merchant. I'm just gonna keep yelling at Columbina and get all the fan service. Hey, fraud, yo, Bala. Finally, anti repeating character and Varka in the same line. Yeah, yeah, I know. Issue your laptop temperatures now. Oh, it's like, it is, wait, let me see. It's like 90 something. Before that, it was 95, and now it was like 90 something. Okay. MSI Afterburner, hello, hello. Where's the MSI? Did apply enough page, bro? I didn't even apply it, bro. I have to waste 500 rupees for that shit. It just, I don't know why I unscrewed all the screws and just two screws left. And I tried to unscrew that two screw for like 1 hour and it just keep getting worse. So I have to pay like 500 rupees and I didn't even see how that guy even applied the paste. Have you not seen Snezna trailer? No, I have not. Did you pull Sandron? Okay. Did you actually think I would have pulled Sandron after all the shit talk I did to her? Did you really think I'm gonna pull Sandron after all the shit talk? Hell no, I didn't pull that bum. Anyway, I'm gonna watch this 55-minute video and then we're gonna watch Stress Night teaser from one hater to another. From one hater to another. Yeah, for meta, Sandro and meta in the same sentence. And they gonna nerf that shit. Audit gonna get nerfed. From the few clips I have seen of this video, she's low-key a hater,
Up to
which
version
is relatable.
4, also known as Luna 5, the current game version as of recording. So if you clicked on this video and haven't played up through these quests yet, and you are still interested in doing so, please watch this at your own risk. Also, I would like to say that while I play Genshin frequently, I'm certainly
Then watch the trailer first. No, I have to watch this. This is actually funny. Like you have to watch it. I have seen some clip of this video. It's actually pretty funny. I have to watch
it's more confusing and complex.
what they wanna say.
Factor in as well. I might get stuff wrong.
I wanna see if my hate for this bum ass Nodkrai reason is same as this person.
You can feel free to correct me about anything in the comments, but I will do my best. Let me just start by saying that Genshin Impact is one of my favorite games. I know that there's a lot to be said about Genshin and that Genshin fans are kind of a meme. There's a lot of valid critiques to be thrown Genshin's way. For example, like many gacha games, they use a very predatory business model
Yo, is that Flynn's Kazuha in F1 Kokumi?
and
Is that Flynn's Kazuha in F1 Kokumi?
makes millions of dollars off of FOMO and by fostering
I'm definitely not judging.
And I would argue Genshin is actually worse than a lot of other Hoyo games too because it's not as generous. From my understanding, other games from this company have made up for a lot of Genshin's greed by giving away more free characters and making it easier to obtain materials to level them up. Meanwhile,
Not the generous point.
5 years of updates, the resin cap is still only at 200 with
Yeah, by the way, it's just a theory, a game theory. The reason I think this game does not know audio of the video, it really.
resin overflow system, and the weapon and talent ascension materials are still only available for a few days each week, which is an outdated system that serves absolutely
The reason I think this game does not give like storage optimization for PC at least is because they know people gonna download WUA. Just a theory though.
no purpose.
Just my theory.
But
Because there is no reason for them to not introduce a storage optimization when all the other Hoyo games has.
despite all of those flaws, Genshin kind
This
of
shit is like 140 GB by the way, with like just one language installed. I have to play in like just Japanese because this shit is 140 GB.
my heart in the beginning. I had never played a game like this before, meaning a gacha game. I didn't know how the pity system worked. I did a 10 pull whenever I had fates.
This game is also my first
And
gacha
I didn't
game.
save them at all because I wasn't keeping up with any
So we
upcoming
be
banners or
twinning and
anything.
hating this
And
game.
I would spend my Primo Gems equally on both Intertwined and Acquaint Fates because that seemed like the financially responsible thing to do. I shudder to think about it even now. But when I first started back in October of 2020 during Klee's first ever banner, none of that mattered because
By the way, I also started on Venti's first banner, like 1.0 banner. I played for like 2 hours and then I got bored and installed it and then start playing again like after 1 year.
Genshin was pretty magical early on. Not only was it special because back then
My original account, which is not my current account, has a like login date of like 10 October 2020.
really didn't have to worry about power creep. You could pretty much build any character you wanted if you liked them. But there was this feeling of newness that came with starting out in 1.0. This open world was laid out before you with two beautifully designed nations. The music was, and still is, so gorgeous and immersive. Playing with headphones and just listening to the soundtrack while running around with your favorite characters was so lovely. There were little puzzles to solve and stories to tell, all back.
Can I say something controversial? Most of the time, when I'm playing a game, I don't even listen to their background music. I just hop on Spotify. I just play Spotify in the back.
Dropped by a beautiful landscape. The story told by the Archon quests was relatively simple, but the characters were interesting and so lovable that they gave the quests life in their own way.
Unless
And then there were
the music has lyrics, I don't really fuck with it.
events like the first Lantern Rite and the first Wind Bloom. Don't get
That's
me
one of the
wrong,
reason
I
I
think there have
kinda
been some really great
like
lantern rides in recent
HSR
years. The one
music,
featuring Gaming
because
comes to mind, but I
almost
really don't
all
think
the
that the
mean
sheer
HSR
innocent
music has like
joy that came with
lyrics.
these events early on will ever be matched in the future. And plus, I think that Genshin has kind of forgotten about Windbloom. But like, the cutscenes were so beautiful, getting to see what all of these characters in Liyue and Mondstadt were up to during these times of year. I mean, that cutscene of all the characters walking around Mondstadt together spawned so much shipping, and I was absolutely there for it, just like everybody else was. Following this, we had Inazuma,
Not the
Sumeru, and
shipping.
Fontaine, again, all beautiful nations with so much potential for exploration. They encourage you to look in every nook and cranny. There's so much lore to be found that you might never see it all unless you peruse the Genshin Wiki. One of my favorite examples of all of the records and notes you can find are about Ildodore, and they're scattered throughout Sumeru. Just discovering how immensely evil he was made me so excited to see
Okay,
what
the
they would do
tourist
with a villain
glaze.
like that in this story.
The
And
tourist
we will get to
glaze.
that. But even if the story occasionally got dull, and I know a lot of people struggled with Inazuma, believe me, I have problems with it
Justified the
too.
tourist
I know I
glaze.
could always count on seeing a character I liked. When Inazuma was boring me to death in the middle, or when it was busy underdeveloping Raiden A, I could at least maybe see Kazuha sometimes, who is still one of my favorite characters in the game to this day. A gacha game relies on its characters like almost no other type of game does. If you want people to pull for them, they have to appeal. And most of them did. They had beautiful designs and interesting personalities that sealed the
I
deal.
don't know why. I liked Kazu a lot. I remember making a new account just to get Kazuha. And then I got Kazuha on my main account and that second account also. Then I abandoned that second account.
So yes, Genshin is one of my favorite games.
And now I abandoned
But I'm
Kazuha
also
also.
its biggest hater. And I know what you're gonna say. You're just nostalgic. That's the only reason you think it was better back then. But I have proof. I mean, why else would I make a whole video essay on an unestablished YouTube channel if I didn't have proof? So, was Genshin always this weird and bad? No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
And let me tell you why.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
So,
Not the Natlan fault.
when we talk about bad Genshin, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, Natlan. In case you're unfamiliar, Genshin bases its nations on real-world cultures in terms of visual inspiration and names of the characters, and the nation's customs. Mondstadt is based largely on Germany, Liyue on China, Inazuma on Japan, and so on. Natlan, similarly to Sumeru, is based on multiple real-world cultures, including Mesoamerican societies, Polynesian cultures, and the
If
cultures
I
of
say
African
something, I'm gonna
peoples.
get
It's hard to
cancer, so
pin
I'm
down
just gonna
what they were thinking when
shut
they
my
picked out
mouth.
all of these places, each so different to represent just one nation in the game. I'm certainly not
Okay,
the
maybe
person
just me, okay? Maybe just me, but I don't really give a fuck about cultural reference. Like, I don't really give a fuck about it. Maybe I'm just not that culture of a person. Like, in Sumeru, it's definitely inspired by, like, many of the thing in Sumeru is, like, Indian inspired. Like, Totoro's music is, like, literally Sanskrit. I don't know about the second boss one. Like, the first boss music is literally Sanskrit, which I don't even know until I saw a random video. Many of the names in like Sumeru, like Indian name, and when I see it, I was like, oh, and then just move on. I don't really give a fuck about culture. Like, I don't really give a fuck about whether this country is showing my culture or not. Maybe it's just me.
to listen to on if this is bad representation, but I will say I do find it odd that the regions based on parts of the world where historically many black and brown people have lived are a mishmash of many different cultures, and that the characters are whitewashed versions of these people. It just gives me pause, to say the least. For many other reasons, too, Natlan was understandably poorly received by fans, at least in the United States. I'm not really sure how other parts of the world reacted to it. It's easy to see why, though, because it's the same reasons that I didn't like Natlan. The landscapes are fine, but aesthetically, a lot of Natlan doesn't mesh well with existing aesthetics of the game. And one of the major problems people had was the characters' access to modern technology and concepts like motorcycles, flying guns,
Literally the coolest
rollerblades,
thing
and
ever.
DJ sets. I'm not even
I kind of understand the Chaska one. The Chaska gameplay, even with like Chaska is really fun for exploration, but other than that, she's not fun.
necessarily
But like
mad
Mahavika is literally, she's fun to play. Okay, and I don't give a fuck you saying, oh, but it does not match the game as I don't really care. I'm playing game for being a fun. I don't care if it match or not. It should be fun. The main thing should be it should be fun at least.
at the idea
She's really good for exploration and really fun. And Same as gameplay.
Of having more modern tech in Natlan, but the problems lie more in the execution. First, Natlan made a point to set up an aesthetic style for Natlanese technology, like that within the ancient Sacred Mountain area, but then they only used it in that area. If Mawika's motorcycle or Shilonen's DJ set looked anything like this, and not like sleek, modern variations of those objects,
Okay,
maybe they
Mavica
wouldn't have felt so
bike does not really look like the modern version of the bike. I have seen like one footage of Mavica's bike where it's showing how it resembles the dragon. I don't really remember the photo because I saw it like months ago. But like Mavica's bike is definitely not like look like a actual bike in real life. Like I was saying this, there's a bike which look like this, like Dragon Fang. I have not seen one.
place. And another problem with the tech is that no one else in Natlan, other than the playable characters, use it at all. You
Because
don't
this
see any other
company
Natlanese people
like bum.
rollerblading or driving vehicles. They probably wouldn't feel so out of place if other people in the 6 tribes had access to this stuff. There is
And
perhaps
isn't
no
it
location in
isn't it already explained the lore how blah 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 blah. Isn't it already explained the lore how it's kind of hard control it? I don't really remember.
Natlan that is so out of
Also, that shit with like Chaska one, the Chaska story case where that girl was trying to build like jetpack.
place.
I don't really remember what happened after
I did
that.
love the lore that this location provided for Bennett, but everything else about it is so ass, dude. It genuinely feels like a different game to walk around this resort. There's a huge slide in the shape of a Caholosaurus, a dark ride a la Disneyland, a field that looks like a fucking Wii Sports golf course, and like a music festival area with a dance-off stage. I cannot stress enough how immersion breaking it is to explore this area.
Not the
Have there been
immersion
silly
breaking
summer-themed
point.
areas in the past? Yes. But none of them have ever had an aesthetic on par with this one. I mean, the Golden Apple Archipelago just looks like it was taken straight out of Mondstadt or Liyue in terms of design, while still looking very fantastical, with impossible landscapes that could only be created by a mage of incredible power like Alice. Unfortunately, the visual aspects aren't Natlan's only faults. I and many others also found the lore and quest of this region to be pretty lacking too. We'll start with the basics. Each nation in Teyvat has a divine ideal that is represented by the Archon. So far, we've been introduced to 6 ideals of 7: freedom, contracts, eternity, wisdom, justice, and war. Most of these, at least to me, represent a good idea of what a divine ideal should be: justice and war. Most of these, at least to me, represent a good idea
curious
of what
about
a
what
divine ideal
gonna
should be.
say
Something
about
that a god is supposed to
war.
uphold in their nation. Sometimes upholding the ideal leads to conflict in the region. For example, in her upholding of eternity, Raiden Shogun sealed her borders and stole the ability to use elemental magic from her people, all
Yeah,
for the
'cause
sake
she
of
is
keeping
fucking
Inazuma
dumb.
the same for all time. At the same time, Raiden herself represents the concept of eternity. She locks herself away to practice hundreds of years of meditation and uses undying puppets of herself to exact her will on the people of her nation.
And she is
It's
fucking
honestly
dumb.
very upsetting the way that they rushed through her arc so much, because I think she would have made for such a compelling character otherwise. Now think about Mawika in the same way, with regards to her divine ideal, which is war. How does she represent war? Well, she's fighting a war against the Abyss, like everybody else in Teyvat. Yeah, maybe they have it worse than other nations, but still, what happens when the war ends? Which it does at the end of the Archon quest. It's not like Mawika is some battle-crazed maniac. At most, she's just kind of thoughtless and reckless in her actions. Do you see how war doesn't really work as a divine ideal, and least of all with Mawika as its representative? Also, it's a nation of war made up of 6 different factions, and yet there's absolutely no conflict
Wait, am
between
I
them.
missing something? Like, am I missing something or like
War
Malvika never really represent the
doesn't really
war?
work as a divine
What?
ideal, and least of all with Mawika as its representative. Also, it's a nation of war made up of 6 different factions, and yet there's absolutely no conflict between them. It really just doesn't make any
And
sense.
why-
This is why I personally always thought it would be cool if the Pyro Archon was a
Why
villain to her
gonna be-
people. Maybe
and
she
why-
makes them fight each other gladiator style for her own entertainment, and then
What? What? Sure,
maybe we would
sure,
have a better
sure.
rebellion
Let her
storyline in
cook.
Inazuma with an Archon that's completely irredeemable. Because we certainly know that the Cryo Archon is gonna get redeemed in some way if she's ever going to become playable. We will also touch on that in a later section in more detail. Instead,
Sure,
in Mawika,
go on,
we
go
have
on.
an Archon who is a Mary Sue. Ironic, when she's
Sure,
the only
sure.
Archon who is actually a human and would likely have the most flaws out of any of them.
Such a fucking dumb argument. I'm keep seeing this dog shit of an argument from like last 2 years. not last year, maybe 1.5 year. This argument about Mavika
The thing
having
is,
the most flaws, like this argument about how all Archon have a flaw while Mavika tried to show that she has no flaw, is such a dog shit argument. Because like unlike other, Mavika got chosen out of all the people to represent Natlan. She was supposed to be the best. I know why they making a random ass person with so many flaws to be a like a fucking archon of a nation.
Mawika
It's not like it's a fucking they making a president in like our real world. I don't think they work like that.
is very flawed. She is extremely irresponsible and brash, even when it will put the lives of her entire nation at stake. Her nation is at war with the Abyss, and she's like, well, best thing I can do for you guys now is go to sleep for 500 years and hope and pray that the heroes I need will appear to me when I need them. What? That is crazy of you! And yet the game tries to make me feel bad for her for doing this. The game, instead of pointing out how terrible
That the thing I like about this Natlan, like they never fucking tried to make you feel bad about Maviga. Like they never tried to show it. They just show it a little. They want you to know that she has suffered, but they don't want you to feel bad. Shit they did with Furina, the shit they did with Columbina, the shit they did with Nahida, the shit they did with fucking Raiden Shogun, Zhongli. Like how many times you wanna see the same shit and wanna eat that same slop about this company? Keep trying to sad slop your sad slop the story.
and
Go
risky
on,
this
go on.
plan is, just focuses on the fact that Mawika had to say goodbye to her family in order to put this plan into action. Dog, I do not care. The writing
And
just
they never want you to care.
doesn't focus
It's like okay,
at
I'm
all
never,
on what's
not even gonna
important here.
argue.
It just
Just
makes
go
her out to
on.
be the perfect
I don't know
Archon
where
who's good at
she
everything.
getting this. I don't. I don't really know where she getting this. I played this Natlan and I never thought game pushing you to feel bad about feel bad for Mavika. Never.
And refuses to fail. There were no memorable parts of that quest for me, except for maybe the final battle. And it's not even like the characters here can make up for this nation's incredibly boring and stupid story. For me, all of them were so nothing. It boggles my mind that so many of y'all are shipping these MFs together when they barely have interest.
Yeah, okay, I don't want to say it. Like why every time. It, okay, I'm gonna fucking gonna get cancelled for this. Like why every time like someone with who like deep into shipping. Like why everything has to be shipped? And nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. Are you playing game for like actual character or who she fucks with?
Interesting relationships with each other at all. I feel like all of their personalities could be explained in one word. Mulan is bubbly, Kinich is standoffish, Kachina is insecure, Barisa, she eats a lot. Oh, and Mawika, what can be
That's was the whole Kachina's arc. Kachina is insecure because she never able to fight for her nation. She got that whole character arc. It's not like she is insecure for no reason. There's a valid reason for it. They have to fight a fucking war for their nation. Okay,
said that
go
I
on.
haven't already touched on. She's good at everything. She's the perfect Archon, and even her reckless plan for saving her nation isn't questioned by anyone that matters or treated by the game as risky at all, even
It is. It is good
though it
question to be risky
is.
though.
And in the end, she just defeats the Abyss with the power of friendship. It reminds me of that TikTok where they had the cutscene with all the heroes side by side with the clip from My Little Pony Equestria Girls. The writers go out of their way to make Mawika seem like the coolest person ever, when in
She literally is though. Like, okay, name me one more cooler person than Mavika in this game.
reality she has like no personality. personality. Like, can we talk about how her trailer was just this cringe-ass music video where all of the nation heroes are playing instruments in a band? Oh my god.
What? Isn't it literally the reason the band is there is to show the unity between each other, like how they are united and how everyone play a part to make something good? Okay, go on.
It's like literally unbearable to watch. And it's not like any of the other characters do anything to move the plot forward. This region doesn't even know how to treat its lore relevant characters as such. Auroran and Eon-san are the Notland heroes from the Masters of the Nightwind and the
Okay, thing is like yeah, so is literally the most random person in this Netland quest. Like I can agree with that. Like what she even did,
Collective of Plenty, respectively, but I guess they're not important
other
enough to be the
than being
focuses of
with
the
like
tribal
Mavika.
chronicles. Instead, those honors are given to Seatlali and Varesa, the latter of which we hadn't even met during the Notland Archon quest. She was literally invented just to take Eon-san's place. I wonder why that is. In any case, most of the important actions are
Not the racism card, but
driven by
okay, move
Mawika
on.
and the
Let's
Traveler,
just move
so
on.
none of these characters feel important at all. They're just accessories to, again, the power of friendship storyline. But like I said, that obviously doesn't work unless these characters feel like they have
Third-
meaningful relationships with
Third,
each other.
we don't have any point to argue, so we're just gonna put the racism thing in there.
Which they don't. Needless to say, I did not pull for any of the Notland characters, even though their combat mechanics are in the meta, right behind Lunar reactions. The only one I really wanted, and only just recently got on Inefa's rerun, was the 4-star character Aoife, and that's mostly because he's a gorgeous cowboy. On the topic of Notland characters being in the meta, Notland is also when the shill started getting really bad. Soon enough, the Abyss and other endgame modes were tailor-made for Night Soul mechanics, with some bosses that are nearly impossible to beat without Notland characters in the team. It just started a trend that only gets worse with time. One that leads us.
Okay, let me say something. I saw like one Reddit tweet for this also, like few months ago, about how people complaining about a weekly boss. But it's a fucking weekly boss. I know where you fighting that shit. It's a fucking weekly boss. It doesn't fucking matter if it's even the shield for that mechanic. The only thing matter if it comes in end game. The weekly boss doesn't matter shit. If you're struggling with the weekly boss, quit the fucking game.
Directly
let's move on.
into
Till now, I'm not kind of agreeing with this video because, like I said, I don't really hate Netland. I don't really like it. It's like okay, maybe I like kind of like it because of the exploration and how I find Mavika a really cool character. I really like Molani also.
It's hard to forget how hyped people were when the first trailer for the new
No, I
area
was
after
not.
that, Nodkrai, was released. Nodkrai is a subnation of Snezhnaya, the last of the 7 nations we were supposed to visit in our search for our lost twin, so naturally the lore is getting pretty intense here. But the reaction to seeing so many lore-relevant characters in one trailer was immense. We got first glimpses
I just noticed this video has 17,000 likes.
of 2 members of the Hexen Circle, Alice and Nicole, the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, who we'd only heard about in passing until this point, and 2 Fatui Harbingers that hadn't appeared on screen before, Sandrone and Columbina. Every look we got was very fleeting, and it was hard to glean any info from this trailer alone, but people were still so excited. Imagine what Nodkrai has in store if there's so many important characters
I'm kind of curious,
ones that
what character do you think is like the coolest for them? Like if they said Mavic is not even the coolest character, Mavic is not really cool. I I really want to know what character they think is cool. And I'm gonna say it. I don't wanna say it, but if it's gonna be fucking Zhongli out of all the people. Okay, I'm back.
we've only heard whispers about prior. Well, Nodkrai is better than Notlan by a long shot, but would you hate me if I said that
Sure.
this also disappointed me? Don't get me wrong, Nodkrai in a lot of ways was kind of a positive return to form for Genshin.
Sure,
First of all,
sure.
these characters actually feel like they know each other past, teehee, we're all best buddies! Aino and Inefa are so sweet, Varka and Flynn's are hilarious together, and
Name me one reason. Like after like 6.0. Name me. Okay, maybe you can name one. But like, describe me how fucking Aino and Inefa played any role other than Inefa being a plot device until all the main three groups of the Nodkrai, which is Nefer, Flint, and Lama pulled up. Name me one thing Inefa did after that. Name me one thing Inefa fucking did in the whole Nodkrai. Inefa is the greatest disappointment in fucking Nodkrai. She got used as a plot device in major cutscene and she did fucking nothing in the whole Nodkrai.
Nefer and
Yeah, but who would never? But I know it never. Yeah, that's the only thing. I know you can't eat that cake. Enough, I wanna eat that cake. That's a whole character arc for them. They did nothing other than that. Okay,
Lama
let's
have
move
some of
on.
the craziest Yuri subtext since
Can we please when we doing some critic about something, our story, can we not base it on whether if the character on that who we are creating about can be ship or not?
Beidou and Ningguang. These characters feel
Yeah,
more real
surely
as a result of their
a
relationship
character being lesbian or straight definitely make a character
with each
interesting.
other. I could enumerate more about them based on how they interact with others. Crazy, right? It made for a more
Yeah, and how they interact nothing.
interesting quest, too.
Like we still don't really know. Maybe I have not done. Oh no, it's not like this region has like an story quest, so I can't even say, oh, I have not done the story quest, so I don't know. There's literally no reason for Nefer and Lama to be this close. Okay, there is no reason for Nefer to be doing all the things she did for Lama. Oh no, but this character is so close for like this character is really close for a valid reason. You just don't understand why Kenichi and Molani is so close. Nah, I just they're just happy for the sake of being happy. But these two characters are so close for a reason.
One that I could more easily become
Sure.
invested in. Nodkrai did a lot of stuff right, but the true problem with the region unfortunately falls on the back of one character for me. One that was so highly anticipated, not just by me, but by so many
Is it
people
gonna
in
be
this fandom.
Columbina?
But she delivered so little. Columbina. I know, there's a lot of Columbina lovers out there, but I'm sorry. There are so many reasons I cannot stand this woman, and part of it is because she's a complete disappointment. You might be familiar with the way that people thought Columbina was going to
No, we didn't. Okay, at least I didn't. I didn't really give a fuck about Columbina.
be a creepy character, maybe leaning into the biblically accurate angel aesthetic. There was a super popular theory that Columbina was a member of the canonical angel race, so this would make sense in a way. This creepy aesthetic for Columbina was also explored in a beautiful animation for Hoyo Fair called Stairway to Heaven by Kieru. The imagery is so spooky and it uses like analog horror elements.
Yo,
And if you haven't seen
this
it,
is
you
the
should
first
watch it
time I'm
after
watching
this.
this.
Oh my god, it's amazing. And
Yo,
this
what the
assumption
fuck
that
was that
Columbina would be
video?
scary was not for nothing. People are always like, you just had an image in your head of what you wanted Columbina to be, and now you're disappointed that it didn't happen. And even if that is partially why people are disappointed, there is still in-game evidence and evidence in lore-relevant YouTube videos to support what people thought about her. Let's go over some, shall we? 1. Columbina's appearance. Let's go over what we knew she looked like from our first look at her, the Winter Nights Lotso trailer. First, she has black and dark pink hair, colors that do not suggest something delicate or gentle. However, these dark colors are paired with Columbina's winged headdress, made of white feathers like dove wings. Not only does this mirror her name, Columbina, which means little dove, it also bears the appearance of a seraph, a type of angel in Christian theology. Seraphs typically have 3 pairs of wings and have the role of singing the praises of their god. Considering Columbina was a Fatui harbinger, maybe the praises that she was singing were for the Tsaritsa. Columbina is
If
also
you laugh,
clearly
you go
wearing a
to
black
hell.
and pink outfit.
If you laugh, you go to hell. If you laugh, you go to hell. Praising Sarissa in 2026. Nobody gives a fuck about Sarissa and Fatui, bro. Like, who gives a fuck about Sarissa and Fatui? Like, before yapping about who, if she went against the heart of death, I'm gonna go against her. Bro, you doing nothing. Nothing. Child is like the only character till now we have seen who actually cares about Saritsa.
Under.
He'll be like, glory to Saritsa. This is Saritsa we all talking about. Other than that, woo. Woo. Nobody gives a fuck about Saritsa and Fatui Harbinger. Captain did nothing for Saritsa at least. Totore, is- do I have to explain what Totore did? Nothing.
Her Fatui coat, something that they
He was
very
doing for
evidently
its own
dropped in her
sake. He was doing this shit for just funsies. And he did the most out of all the Fatih Harbinger.
final design. Finally, Columbina has her eyes covered, suggesting maybe an unfeeling or uncaring personality,
No,
or maybe some mysterious
really does
power
not.
that lies behind her eyes.
It
2.
really does not.
Columbina's actions. In the trailer, she is singing a soft lullaby, smiling gently while laying along the coffin of her recently deceased fellow harbinger. I don't care what anyone says, that's creepy. It shows that she kind of has this detached attitude regarding death, especially of her own colleague. 3. What other characters say about her. Child's voice line about his fellow harbinger points the most to a scary character in Columbina.
The
The Fatui
unrelevant
harbingers are ranked by
narrators.
strength, and I have no idea why
The
that girl is
unrelevant
number 3.
narrators merchant.
I'd test my skills with every harbinger who ranks above me if I had the chance. But when it comes to her, something just doesn't feel right. Anyway, you should be careful around her.
Even Child sounded scared to challenge her to a battle, and he loves fighting with strong opponents. Scaramouche also suggests staying away from her and implies that she is not as innocent as she seems.
Let me ask. What should you do if you were to encounter a damsel who is oblivious and innocent at any given time, and unconcerned and unfeeling in any given situation? If it were me, I could at least challenge her to a fight. But if it were you, with your conscience, I would stay away from her.
The way that I've seen people defend this is by saying that Child and Scaramouche are bad at reading people, and they didn't know her that well, so of course their assumption would be wrong. They just knew that she was powerful. Dude, you are not getting at the reason why these voice lines are put in the game. Yes, they are useful for showing the relationships between characters and what characters think about each other, but they should also be used to provide
Anyways.
hints and information about characters that we haven't met yet. If you put in a voice line about Columbina not being what she seems, then people are going to listen to that and assume that she's not what she seems, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think people just aren't willing to admit that Genshin has bad and inconsistent writing sometimes. 4th, her rank.
It is.
Columbina was long known to be the 3rd harbinger. It's also been known for a long time that the closer they are to number 1 in the rankings, the more powerful they are. Columbina being number 3, especially right below Dottore, who is notably unhinged and evil, suggests that she is not only similarly powerful, but also similarly devoted to her work as part of a major villain faction.
Work and Columbina. Work and Columbina in the same sentence. Columbina, you have to do nothing for 500. I quit.
I cannot stress this enough. Clearly, there is a wealth of evidence to support
She got
theories
one job of not doing anything, and she can't even do that properly.
that people had about Columbina. I'm tired of people pretending that it wasn't there, and I'm tired of people pretending that it wouldn't have worked tonally. There is literally a villain who does human experimentation. There was literally a genocide in Conria. But no. Instead, we learn that Columbina is actually a moon goddess? Okay, sure. But also, she's actually just a damsel in distress, like her name suggests. She's timid and soft-spoken and gentle, and she's shy at first, but eventually opens up to you, and you are the most special person in her life, even though you've known her for maybe 2 weeks. I cannot stand how willfully
15 days.
obtuse people will be about Columbina.
I don't know if it's 15
pretending
days or
not
not.
to see the fan service that is sitting right in front of them. She hides behind the Traveler when she doesn't know how to talk to people. Aw, she likes to eat snacks. Aw, You get to feed her during Moon Prayer Night while the English VA is moaning into the mic every 2 seconds. Aww. She's so weak. She can't do anything by herself and probably would have died if the Traveler hadn't rescued her. Aww. People like to pretend that it's somehow misogynistic to point this out. Again, purposefully ignoring that Hoyo is writing her this way intentionally. Guys, I kid you not, she literally turns invisible for a significant portion of the Archon quest. I promise you, that is not feminist. And it's not even like the moon goddess thing makes any sense. They even come up with some last-minute reason why she covers her eyes. There was a time when I refused to look upon the world. I believed it was full of nothing but lies and falsehoods.
It was kind of dumb reason. It was a kind of dumb reason.
To hide my feelings.
I kind of agree with
my
that.
Heart until I could return to my true home. Oh my god. If this is what they originally planned to do with her, which it wasn't, then she was a goddamn waste of a Harbinger slot. It is so clear to me that she was never their original intention for the Moon Goddess. Her design suffers so bad as a result of Hoyo's ineptitude. I mean, look at these colors. They don't go together at all. Oh my god, she's so beautiful. No, she's not. Her design is two different designs smashed together. In fact, these colors only look okay together when they purposefully give the outfit more purple tones, which they could have just as easily done in the game model, but they didn't. Even her constellation is a mishmash of her Fatui aesthetic and her goddess aesthetic. We have both the traditional portrait shape that all the other gods in the game get, and also her symbol of the crying dove, just shoved right in at the bottom. I completely believe the idea that Nodkrai, or that this character at least, was rewritten at some point because there is no indication that they had any semblance of a plan for such a highly anticipated character. And the most frustrating part about all of this to me is that Hoyo actually leans into several of the things that people thought about Columbina, but only enough that it feels like they're teasing and laughing in the face of their fans, as if we read into it too much or something. In her burst, she grows wings like an angel, and these wings bear resemblance to a Seelie court, both echoing the theory that she is an angel. But she's not an angel. In her character trailer, she performs a ballet, which calls to mind, for me, the very popular fan design.
Firefly hater watching the newbie Genshin player watching hate video. Yo, Ibrahim, hello, hello. Number one foot, not number one. Number one Columbina hater watching to number two Columbina hater.
In which she was a ballerina, something that the ribbons on her hands and feet might suggest. And it kills me because this trailer is beautiful. The visuals and the choreography are gorgeous. The symbolism of Dottore as the pianist who's controlling the dance by playing the music. Oh my god, I love it. But it would be even better if she was a dancer or a ballerina of some kind, because she isn't. Even though that would have made a lot of sense thematically with her singing. Perhaps the strangest example of Hoyoverse leaning into the theories about Columbina is that they have the singer Aurora wearing a dress with eyes on it during the Welkin Moon concert, which suggests the biblically accurate angel thing. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. This last one,
free today, not overwork slaving. True.
It is so frustrating because they are so close. But no,
it's Sunday,
Genshin
motherfucker.
is allergic to having playable characters who are morally gray or irredeemable. This leads to what I lovingly refer to as the Genshin villain problem. Other popular gacha games, like Cookie Run Kingdom, literally have...
Surely she has something more to say about Columbina other than just being, you know what, this character, I kind of wanted this character to be like this, and this has not turned out to be this. Surely she has something more to say about Columbina writing. Because the reason why I like, what the fuck I'm thinking, did I say like, the reason I dislike Columbina a lot is cause she is a fucking selfish, she's a hypocrite, and this game keep trying to force her into you, like, oh, you have to go every week to get this glider, you have to go every week and talk to Columbina, then you will get the glider. This game tried to show that Columbina is such a innocent character, when half of the shit she does is like so selfish.
Morally reprehensible.
Yeah, oh, you're singing at my room at like 3 a.m. Of course I'm gonna be fucking mad. Yeah, it's my fault for being mad at you for you singing at like 3 a.m. outside my room.
Or canonically,
it's not like I'm like you who did nothing, just sitting at chair for like 500 years. I'm not like you, bro. I have a fucking job. I have to get like 8 hours of sleep and you singing at my door at like 3 a.m.
Dead characters that are playable. What is stopping Genshin from making their villains stay villains, but also become playable? Columbina is just an embodiment of a bigger problem in Genshin. They do not want to have any characters who have questionable morals become playable. Most of the time, this ends up going in two ways. The first
Yeah,
is
by
that
the way, talking about questionable morals, they literally whitewash Arlecchino. They literally introduce her story quest just to whitewash her all the crimes according to the lore, and then she's now chill. Okay, I can you yap about Arlecchino? Surely she gonna yap about Arlecchino also. Is there any Arlecchino mention? Arlecchino mention? Arlecchino mention? No. Can we talk about how bum of a character Arlecchino is? Like in Fontaine's story quest of her, she was never our friend, okay? She was never really considered our friend in that story quest, even at the end of the story quest. But how, in like Nodkrai, we are just chill, bro. We are chilling. I knew you are not a child, bro. She thinks she's in fucking Tataglia, bro. I don't fuck with you. Why are you so chill with
character is
me?
redeemed and then becomes friends with the Traveler
And all
before
she does
becoming
is
playable.
aura farm in the whole story quest. All she does is aura farm, trying to look intimidating, and does nothing. We have to go fight Dotori. We, bro, we. I nobody, bro. All like not fighting shit. Literally, Sandron, a weaker harbinger, lower ranking than her, went to confront Dottore. But what Arachiro did while her all subordinate was dying? Nothing. Other than sneak attacking.
This is what has happened to every playable Harbinger thus
Ah,
far.
bro,
Tartaglia fights
trust me.
anything that
Arlecchino is so intelligent. She never pick a fight with a strong character. That's why she fight 10-year-olds.
moves, but he respects the Traveler even though they have different motives and values. He only ever wants a friendly spar with them. Scaramouche has no one else who understands his past and is connected with the Traveler in that way. Arlecchino is a ruthless woman who is grooming children to be a part of the Fatui, but it turns out that the House of the Hearth is a lot less sinister under her rule, so that's okay too, I guess. And Columbina,
This battle was never about fate. It's about friends, family, and the home you
This is the
sought.
most obnoxious thing I've ever experienced in my life.
the second way it goes is that the character cannot be redeemed and is therefore killed off so that they won't become playable. This is what happened to Signora way back in Inazuma, and most recently it happened to Dottore. This was honestly shocking to me, especially considering how much of a fan favorite Dottore is. Let me be clear, Dottore is a horrible person, and he should not be redeemed. We should be able to understand his motives without forgiving him for what he has done. He has imposed so much pain on so many people in the game, and his morals are extremely corrupt, but
Okay,
he's
let's
still
see.
very so much
Let's see
pain
what
to
my goat even did.
understand his motives without forgiving him for what he has done. He has imposed so much
Crime, those are stand accused of murder. Nah, that's just a propaganda. That's just a lie. My goat never murder anyone. Human experimentation. Nah, if not for that, Kohli would have been dead. Like, tell me how Kohli would have survived if my goat didn't experiment on her. That was supposed to be an experiment to cure. It was just an act of kindness. Discretion of corpse, fake propaganda. Did you see it? Did Nicole, when she yap about how Cole has the parts of flower god, did she was there to see it? Did she was there for my goat to be putting that organs inside her? What the fuck did I just said? Did she saw with her own eyes Dotore doing that? I don't think so. Fake news. Medical malpractice. Okay. Scientific misconduct. Okay. Terrorism. Yeah, like any other person. And many more.
pain on
My
so
goat
many
did
people in
nothing
the
wrong.
game, and his morals are extremely corrupt.
I'm
but
joking, by the way,
he's
okay?
still very,
I'm joking.
very interesting.
For
and
you,
you can
yeah,
sometimes almost
oh, he's just a dozori glazer.
understand where he's coming from,
Which I
while still
am.
not condoning his methods, which I must stress is what makes a well-written villain. People love this guy's character, but now he can never become playable because as of right now, he's dead. Little did you know, though, that there is a secret third
Nah,
option.
Trust in Tutores 3.0.
A combo of options 1 and 2. They redeemed him and then still killed him off anyway. What a strange decision that was. Again, for a character that was extremely highly anticipated, they just threw in all this tragic backstory for him at the very end of the Notland Archon quest, and then he fucking died right after that. So none of it
But with Capitano, I'm pretty sure this game didn't really know what to do with her. Not her. What to do with him.
mattered at all. It's like they don't
Like, bro showed up, did 1v1 with Maviga, got his ass beat, hopped off, run away when Shitlali shows up, saved Shilonen, but maybe he likes Latina, and then just
understand
popped up
their
in the
own
end to
visual
sacrifice
cues. A
himself.
perfect example of this to me is Escoffier. Maybe, again, this might be just me, but even she gave me creepy vibes in the silhouette teaser from the live stream,
Huh?
where they revealed upcoming
Because of
characters
knife?
for 2025. She has this hair that sticks out, the shape of which largely resembles horns and conveys a sort of like
Yo,
wildness of her personality.
yo, did anybody remember
She has a
when they thought they're gonna release a Sakibis character
devil's
because of
pitchfork
this?
tail that's positioned up where we can clearly see it, and she's holding a sharp knife.
Don't
up.
talk,
Like,
your analysis is very
she
bad.
looked psycho to me.
Nah,
And I was
you're
intrigued.
just wrong.
And at least that would have been interesting.
You
and
just don't
different.
know the
But
ball.
no, not only is this
You just don't have the ball knowledge
design ass,
that I have.
but it's also incredibly misleading. She's just kind of a tsundere who's very particular about her food.
Nah, I can't say anything because I didn't did this event.
I don't understand why they're like this, guys. One of my favorite comments that I've seen about this that just perfectly embodies my feelings on the matter is this from the unofficial Genshin subreddit. They're allergic to morally gray, redeemable, or just bad characters because they don't know how to write anything that isn't a shitty isekai where the main character wins using the power of friendship and his harem. Oh, speaking of harem,
Okay, even though I fucking hate Columbina, surely she has some reason. Like, surely she gonna criticize Columbina based on what actually happened in the story. Surely.
it's an anime
It still
gacha
has
game. You have
25
to
minutes
expect fan
remaining.
service. Okay, I know that. But Genshin used to be different from other games in its genre, and I mean that genuinely. There used to be a much better ratio of female to male 5-star characters than many other gacha games, because so many gacha games are targeted at male audiences who aren't perceived as being interested in the male characters. And there were sexy character outfits, especially on the women, lots of detached sleeves, short skirts, also known as the coochie flap, thigh-high socks, or boots. But they were nowhere near as bad as they are now. These women are nearly naked now. And not only does that make me mad and uncomfortable from a standpoint of being a woman who feels objectified just by looking at these designs, but also from a character design standpoint. I have quite a bit to say about the sharp drop-off in not only the quality of the Genshin character designs, but also in the tastefulness of them. To show you what I mean, we can talk about some early Genshin designs to compare them to more recent ones. I think it's important to discuss the physical elements of these characters first before we discuss the fan service elements of their presentation, writing, and personalities, because the physical appearance is the most obvious element, but I promise we will get to the other stuff in due time. Also keep in mind that I'm only going to be talking about female characters because most of the time, the male characters are almost always covered from chin to toe now, aka the fan service is not equal opportunity. One of the first characters I'll mention is Lisa, one of the very first anime fan servicey characters that we're introduced to in the game. She teases the traveler, she calls them cutie, and she's averse to doing any sort of work. Her character design communicates one
Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck I did? What the fuck I
large
did?
breasts walk around with a single piece of ship wheels on her hips.
What the fuck?
Nonetheless, time. Also keep in mind that I'm only going to be talking about female
Women
characters
that never
because
go to beach?
fan servicey characters that we're
What you
introduced
mean?
to in the game. She teases the traveler about her though, nonetheless. Her hairstyle, which is very loose and almost looks like it's falling out on one side, shows us that lazy element of her personality. Her purple, black, and gold
Yo,
color
can you
palette
talk about how
obviously
the
communicates her
Lisa
element
skin
of
is so
electro,
bad?
but also a sense
The
of
second skin they
importance,
gave it for free.
luxuriousness, and
The
magic. Her
Sumeru skin.
classically styled witch hat also conveys the latter.
Has
of course.
anybody?
Yae Miko is
Have you
similar to
seen
Lisa in
anybody
her
use
teasing
Lisa's
personality,
skin?
although Miko can get a bit more cruel and
Has anybody
self-indulgent with
seen
it. She has a sharper eye shape than Lisa's gentle
someone
round
using
eyes to
Lisa?
indicate this part of her personality. Her outfit is also
I
a
don't think so.
stylized version of a traditional Japanese shrine maiden outfit, giving her the required amount of gacha game sexiness while also showing her spiritual importance in Inazuma. Her design being more complicated than the other shrine maidens also signifies that her role is the most important of all of them.
Yeah.
Her hair is the color of a sakura blossom, and she has cherry blossom
Surely.
motifs in her clothing, again emphasizing her Japanese inspiration, but also her connection to the sacred sakura of Inazuma, which is deeply connected with her element of electro. Xinyan is one of my favorite Liyuan character designs because it combines traditional
know
elements of
we
Chinese clothing
Xinyan
styles with
Glazer.
Xinyan's rock aesthetic, so you immediately know by looking at her what she represents. Xinyan wears lots of dark colors, spikes, and fishnet, features common in punk or alternative clothing styles. All of this is accented by red and orange, obviously representing her pyro vision, but also her passionate and fiery personality. Her hair even looks like it's glowing from the inside, which I always thought was such a cool detail. However, Xinyan also has some very subtle nods to her Liyuan culture. So while she mostly represents a counterculture in Liyue, she still maintains cohesion with the other character designs in her region. The last of the older character designs that I'm going to touch on is Navia's, probably my favorite Fontanian design personally. This design is basically a sluttier version of a traditional French aristocratic gown, but it still covers most of her body. Navia's design exudes wealth. It is full of ruffles and jewels. She has these big, billowy curls. She's got this big hat decorated with feathers. She brings along a frilly parasol. She also maintains connection to her hometown of Poisson with these ship wheels on her hips, as well as the canon theming of her elemental burst. Navia is also a very cheerful character, which her yellow
Okay, how
color
much we
palette
gonna bet
communicates.
that the first
And she also
character
has
she
these
gonna
cute
have our
sparkles in her
design
eyes
is
that
gonna be
show
like
that.
Mavika.
As you can see, these designs are not only pretty tasteful in terms of gacha character
Mavika,
designs, but they also do their job.
the
They
Varesa,
communicate information about the character, even if you knew nothing about
Columbina.
them to begin with. This is what makes a good character design, and it is ironically what many character designs in modern Genshin fail to do.
Is she gonna share
Not only
anything
that,
about
but they also
Chaska?
get more and more boring and more insulting as time goes on. So let's take a walk through them, shall we? This ought to be fun. One of my least favorite recent characters is Citlali.
Citlali?
Again, I know, a fan favorite. but
Really?
I'm
Out of
sorry,
all
I
the
do not
characters,
like
she
her.
yapping about
Her
Shitlali?
design certainly isn't the most offensive of the Notlan ones. I just find her annoying. I do think her English VA is very good at their job and that they do a great job with Citlali's voice, but I really just don't like the character's writing. We will talk about that in a bit. One of the things I dislike about her design, though, is this goddamn leotard that she's wearing.
Huh?
This girl is literally wearing a thong. The sweater thing would go right up her butt crack. I cannot stand stuff like this. Also, side note real quick, I have to pause to talk about the state of Genshin character trailers. Can we talk about how these videos used to be actual showcases of the character's combat abilities with like little elements of story sprinkled in? Ones that strike this balance well, in my opinion, are Nahida's trailer, Farina's trailer, and Arlecchino's trailer. But now, character trailers are either, one, headache-inducing fan edits with these wildly inappropriate aesthetic choices, like Nefer's trailer or Citlali's,
Huh?
or two, music videos that make me feel like I'm going to implode from
Yeah,
cringing,
God
like
forbid.
Shilonen or Mawiko's trailer.
Game trying to
At
be some.
most, these ones show the elemental burst animation. It
Game
doesn't
trying to
tell
be
you
some.
anything about what it's like
Show
to
something
actually
unique.
play the character in the video game that I'm supposed to be pulling for them in.
Actually,
Tell me how that's supposed to give me
Actually, in my game, I just want my character to be fighting this random mob. In my character trailer, I want this character to be fighting this 10,000 Halo shell that gonna die for 10,000 times.
a good impression of these
The music video in my trailer? Oh, hell no, bro.
characters. Anyway, back to Citlali's outfit. It's the same thing with Mawika. Her design features a zipper that goes all the way around between her legs up to her back. That can't be comfortable, right? Especially riding a motorcycle. And also, what exactly does this design communicate about Mawika other than being a biker? Yeah, I guess she's got sun imagery to represent her Archon hood, but to me, her hair is the only thing about her design that gives me Pyro Archon. But then, you know, all of that still goes away when she fights and her hair lights up. And then we have
Literally the
Marisa.
coolest thing ever.
I was really excited about this design when I saw the silhouette in that same teaser we were talking about earlier.
If anybody has watched Dragon Ball Z and the yapping about how the
Oh my god.
Mavika's hair
Gosh, okay.
lighting up
Well, that's a
is not
cow.
good,
Oh my god, that's gonna be so cute. I love these braids and the big
jump
horns.
up, bro, jump
I mean, I
up.
wonder what kind of color palette she'll have. Maybe like browns
joking,
and
I'm
greens,
joking.
something earthy because she's a farm animal. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I guess that
Yo,
works too.
yo, go back, go back.
Oh. Means something earthy.
Hmm.
earthy because she's a farm animal. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I guess that works too. Just kidding. I hate this design. One of my least favorites in the entire game. I just like, what was the point, dude? Why is she so like kawaii themed? She's got hearts and bows everywhere. She wears leg warmers and a cardigan. The skirt is pointless because it's too short to cover her ass. You expect me to believe that this is a lucha libre fighter? I know that luchadoras often dress in similar silhouettes to Veresa's outfit, but they didn't incorporate any elements of the culture that Veresa is inspired by, or the one that her name comes from. There are plenty of lucha libre fighters who incorporate elements of their culture into their costumes. They could have gotten really creative with it. But it's not like it even matters because we never even get to see her fight like a luchadora in the game. It's all just the food bullshit and falling on her ass all the time. It's especially frustrating because the animators have been getting really creative with the normal attack animations lately. They could have gone crazy with her and made her do insane moves. Something like this. Like I said
Yeah,
earlier, I
this
was
game does not
interested
have
too in
budget for that. Maybe try going to the Wuwa.
Coffier's design based on the silhouette, but I was also very disappointed with this reveal.
My poor
Not only
indie
does this
company
outfit
does
make no
not have a
sense with
budget
regards
for
to
like
breaking up any colors or with this
designing
weird
a
heart theming
character.
that she has similar to
Gonna
Veresa.
cost
Again, I don't know why they keep doing
$200.
this, but her outfit is literally just the sexy chef Halloween costume. She's wearing an apron with nothing underneath it. Not only is that insulting, but it's boring and it's lazy. You guys literally couldn't bother to design a shirt for her to wear under this apron. They would just rather put more effort into the detailing on her fucking stockings than design her a shirt. Skirk makes me mad in a similar way because they literally took an already very revealing outfit and made her more naked when she made the transition from NPC to playable character. Lauma is one of the ones that makes me the saddest because I actually really love the way that she's written in the narrative. Her voice acting is so beautiful and gentle, and I find her quiet strength to be really, really compelling. It just sucks because she would be perfect if she wasn't almost naked. For Lauma, I don't feel hatred like I do for Veresa because Lauma has good writing to make up for her design. I just feel bad for her. Like, oh my god, you poor woman. You're probably so cold and uncomfortable all the time. Actually, she's named after a creature from Baltic folklore that's traditionally depicted as a nude woman. That is literally just another excuse to make a woman with large breasts walk around with a single piece of cloth covering her ass. You can't convince me that Lauma isn't meant to be sexualized by the game when she makes this face while bound by Rayrir. Finally, we have Nefer. Now, I don't really hate this design necessarily. I actually really like the top of it. Her hairstyle is really cool. I love the cape and the vibrant gold and green colors. But it's just another design in this long pattern of just giving up on the legs.
Hiragara leaks. Leaks alert, leaks alert, leaks alert.
Female character designs. Not only does this white skirt completely blend into her insanely pale skin, but they also make no effort to give her some socks or stockings to balance out these colors or make the design more interesting. Like, I really love this fan design that not only gives her a darker skirt, but
No, it doesn't. No, why we
also
lying?
some snake pattern thigh-high socks. I love this. Some
I know
socks or
what you're telling. This design doesn't look that
stockings to
good
balance
compared to
darker skirt,
this
but
one.
Also some snake pattern thigh-high socks.
You know, hate to
I really
this
wish that they had
director
leaned into her
who
snake
did
theme more,
redesign
as a
this.
side note. But alas, it's
I
always
know
the same.
way.
A super detailed design from the waist up and absolutely nothing except maybe a thigh garter on the legs. Again, Columbina falls into this too. She wears this super detailed tiny dress, one that's so short it makes her legs look obscenely long like a spider. And then she doesn't even wear shoes, just these fuck-ass water orb heels because they couldn't bear to let a woman walk flat on her feet. And the way that these women are drawn sometimes is so stupid too. Even the character designs that I consider to be better than these suffer from the fan service. Even though I wish her skirt was longer to add some variety to the designs, I really like Mizuki's design, but she literally shows her butt to the camera during her burst and in her official art. In fact, Hoyo only draws these characters in impossible poses more and more for the sake of making them more goonable. Literally, Mizuki is posed so you can somehow see her underboob and butt at the same time. They do the same thing with Mawika. Her back is arched so heavily just so that they can display both her cleavage and her ass. Veresa's also the same, plus she's making that face like, oh, you caught me, and I have food all over my face. Oh no! Oh my god.
Huh?
I hated saying that out loud. And see, Lali is literally squishing her chest so heavily with what? A stuffed animal? A pillow? That is not how this
Okay,
part of
this
the
one
body
is kind of
works. This is only
justifiable.
one of
This
the anime
Lali's
fan
one,
service
other
tropes
than
Genshin
that,
has increasingly
Mavika's
leaned into
one,
over time. As the game progresses, we
and
only get
Veresa
more
one,
and more characters that fit the tsundere character type. Oh my god,
I don't know about
it's
that.
over, guys. We only get more and more characters that fit the tsundere character type. Oh my god, I can't fucking say this. As the game progresses, we only get more and more characters that fit the tsundere character type, which I personally find annoying. Citlali and Sandrone are the biggest examples of this, but I would also argue that Escoffier falls into this trope sometimes. Somewhat
Imagine
related is
Sarissa
the
being
increasing number
also
of
being
characters who have
tsundere.
very obvious crushes or similar devotion
What are
to
the chances
traveler,
of it?
all of whom seem to be women, ironically. Ayaka was a big one early on, but
Does
since
she
then we've
want
had
to be sold?
Mizuki blushing around the traveler,
Do they
and the
want
game
Sarissa to
purposefully
sell
putting her into situations
sell for
in
like
which were meant
$1
to, like,
million? Do they want to make
cheaply
$1
embarrass her.
million?
It's clearly meant to have a teasing romantic
If yes, they're
tone
gonna
to
make
it. Similarly, Citlali has a big crush on the traveler,
Has
made evident by being
Tsundere
portrayed
also.
like this in her Valentine's Day art, and by all the
Surely.
times the game has given us very convenient plot-related ways to read each other's thoughts. Dude, this shit is painful to play. And then most recently we've had Columbina, who, again, has only one true friend in the Traveler, and she cutely hides behind you, and you get to feed her. Again, these are all very romance-coded behaviors. The Traveler is literally represented as her savior and dance partner in her trailer. It is a pattern at this point. Can we please let women have more interesting relationships with the main character than being their shy waifu all the time? And again, this fan service is never equal opportunity. The male characters never get to have interactions or relationships like this with the player.
What?
Why not? We also have characters
Isn't okay? Maybe I'm mistaking it for like someone else. But didn't Flint's VA didn't literally Flint's VA said before he actually played the Genshin game, he thought it's like a dating simulator because of how
specific
Flint's
tropes.
act.
Veresa, I'm getting to you now. She was tailor-made for the feeder fetish. I kid you not, in one of her trailers, they animate food going into her stomach, and her stomach, like, jiggles
Is there actually some person with this fetish?
and stuff, and oh my god. It is
Is this like a made-up thing, or is it like actual people with this fetish?
genuinely one of the most sickening and uncomfortable things I have seen coming out of this company. Her entire thing is eating comically large amounts of food. She has nothing else that matters to her character, to her personality, or anything about her. It's not like this would necessarily be bad on its own, but guys, she is literally a cow. This character is extremely insulting, and I hate her. And that's not even mentioning how she literally fights by falling on her ass. When you are playing her, she will fall and her ass will be facing the camera for multiple seconds before she gets up. And your eye is naturally drawn there because of her bright pink tail against her
No, it doesn't. Let me. No, it fucking doesn't. Why we lying, bro? Why we lying? We can hate the game, but why we lying? In what world? Okay. Is there any random visuals? In what world? In what world? In what world you sing what is up jumping with her ass? In what world you sing what is up jumping with her ass when you're fighting a boss? Unless like you're bad at the game and you're pressing button like one button after 3 seconds, maybe then. If you're playing like this, maybe then. And nobody playing that like that though. Anything. Move
black
on.
skirt. And then when she gets up, she'll like dust herself off and be like, "Owie, that hurt! Shut up!" Ugh. And then we've got Nefer and her whole like clones thing. And the clones are like her servants, and she poses with them in sexually charged ways. Like she's holding this one's face and this one is laying in her lap. Like, I don't have to like spell out the way that this is incredibly fetishistic, right? I mean, Nefer literally does the stripper crawl across the table toward the camera in her trailer. She's meant to give femdom. And I mean, like the clones basically serve no purpose to her theming as a character. I think they could have taken them out of her whole
Yeah, by the way, has Nefer clone showed up in the story? I'm pretty sure I didn't remember Nefer. Wait, no. Wait. Nefer clone showed up in like I think Duthur's boss fight
thing, and it wouldn't have made a difference to her kit or to her
to toss her up.
gimmicks. They literally only did it because they knew people would drool over it. Editing Aurelia here. In the process of making this video, Linnea has been released, and
Oh boy. I I have seen the clip of
I
this.
just have to interject to say, What the fuck were they thinking with this character? I feel like a crazy person because I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't think she's adorable and in fact recognizes her for the creepy freak that she is. First of all, she clearly has absolutely no respect for living things that are not traditionally human. She keeps asking to touch and pet the Melusines as if they are not whole people. It's especially creepy because the Melusines are made to look like children. Having an adult character who is high-key obsessed with them and can't treat them as the people they are was a fucked up move on Hoyo's part. They literally make a point to emphasize the humanity of the Melusines and how they had to fight to be accepted in Fontanian society, and now we have a playable character who we are supposed to think is cute, harassing them and treating them as though they are pets. It's disgusting. Her trailer is sickening for the same reason. She fantasizes about being rubbed up on by Seedreen, who, again, looks like a child, and Kirura, along
What?
with other Melusines and Nekomata. It reads as extremely fetishistic to me, which is a problem when the people that she's fantasizing about look like children. She chases
It's not a fucking fairy, bro.
these
It's
people
not
around
a
and
fucking
doesn't seem to
fetish.
let up after
The
being
way Linnea likes
told multiple
cute
times to
animals.
back off. There are multiple promotional materials in which she asks to touch a Melusine, which makes me think that it's happened more than once or
She likes every cute
twice.
thing.
I mean, at least her character quest wasn't as
It's like it's just complaining for the sake of
bad.
complaining.
I won't spoil it, obviously, because I said I wouldn't talk about content past Luna 5, but I still don't find this character appealing or compelling at all, as I feel like I've made it very clear. She doesn't even have an interesting design to make up for it. She's literally just a copy-paste of Charlotte. Even the wish art is the same. I haven't felt such a burning hatred for a character in a long time. Hoyoverse had
It's Linnea thing is the hating for the just for the sake of hating.
the opportunity
Same thing with Columbina. She didn't even yap about how why she disliked Columbina other than just being I wanted this character to be like evil and all. Like this is literally a fucking stereotype. You don't know how many times I've seen people be like, yeah. When you say like, oh, I don't like Columbina. Oh, you just want her to be scary and all. This video literally proves that. There is literally no criticism of the current actual Columbina's writing other than, oh, I
Linnea
just
as a
wanted
character
her
with a
to be
disability
scared
that
and
made it
all.
difficult for her to fit in, because that was largely the reason the myth of changelings arose in the first place. The fairies were thought to swap their fae children for a human child, which was how several mythologies explained neurodivergence in children. Instead of portraying a really heartwarming story about a character who's autism coded, we instead get a freak who can't stop harassing anyone with non-human
Autism
features.
coded?
Ironic, considering how they want to portray her
What?
as an outcast who had no friends because she was a fae who looked different. Also, can we talk about how her lore makes no sense because the Sarita and the Fatui are meant to be hunting down fae and eradicating them, hence why Flynn's hides his identity. But it's just completely fine that Linnea is outwardly a fae, perhaps even more obviously so than Flynn's because she doesn't cover the wings on her head or her crystal markings. Whatever. I really hope people open their eyes to how terrible this character is. Sorry if you feel kinship with her. She is not cute, she is not funny, she has no appealing character traits, and there are far better characters out there whose stories are about yearning
And-
for acceptance. Anyway.
He said she complained more about Linnea out of all the characters in this game.
Right back to the video. Before we move on
That's
to the
kinda
last part,
crazy.
I feel
They're
like to
like
debunk something I've
kinda
heard both
insane
in this
level of
fandom
hating.
and in other fandoms with regards to sexualized character designs. She should be able to wear whatever she wants. It's feminist to let women express themselves how they want. Listen, I choose to believe that this argument isn't made in bad faith. It's more like people who say this have good intentions, but they don't understand what it is that they're actually saying. Yes, it's true that women in real life should be able to choose what they wear. If they want to wear revealing clothing, that is completely their choice. However, these women are not real and do not have the autonomy that we do. They are
What's she talking?
purposefully manufactured to be bait for the male gaze.
Don't ask.
They are animated in revealing outfits and drawn in uncomfortable poses and written into compromising situations on purpose. These developers have control over how these women are portrayed, and they choose to portray them increasingly as vessels for hypersexualization, fetishization, and fan service. That is not feminist. That's not to say that Hoyoverse doesn't do this in their other games. Zenless Zone Zero comes to mind, but to me, at least, that game is honest about what it is, and it has been since the beginning. Boob physics and maid outfits and schoolgirl uniforms and all. At least over there, the fan service is a little more equally spread across the male and female characters. Genshin Impact still pretends that it's this grand world of exploration it was.
Okay, so the problem is not about whether this character being sexualized or not. The problem is Male character is not sexualized. Naruhodo.
4 years ago, while its writing and characters suffer. Expect visual upgrades like you've never seen before, all while we refuse to visually upgrade older characters because who gives a shit about them, right? Or as we
Poor indie company. And blaming my poor indie company.
the shill for pay to
They're just making $50 million, which is not even correct. They're probably making more just from like mobile fan base. Man, you want this game to be improving in like just $15 million a month?
win players, or for Astro Wonderland, which no one fucking asked for and no one cares about, and for hyper-specific gameplay mechanics that are incredibly
Yeah, by the way, I'm kind of interested for like the 6 7.0 cause it having like the new mechanic with like Traveler, the new mode with Traveler, gun and all. I'm pretty sure Astro Wonderland gonna have like 5v5 because of that. I'm pretty sure. And it's gonna be really fun to play
2 or 3
Astro Wonderland after that.
limited characters.
Can you imagine a Valorant, like actual Valorant? Probably not Valorant. Apex will be like much easier to manage because of how the new mechanic and new gun system is. It's kind of resemble Apex.
To actually function, all while we
Bro,
continually
hop
offer
on
less and less
Genshin
new map
1v1
areas and free
Apex.
wishes each patch. I could go on forever about the state of this fucking game and how Hoyoverse doesn't. I think that's enough of that for now. Let's move on. After all this complaining, people are probably thinking, it sounds like this game is causing you lots of undue stress. Maybe you should just quit and play something else. Look, maybe you don't get what it
Genshin
feels
is
like to
dead,
invest
just
5
deleted.
years of your life into a
True.
game like this, with ever-expanding lore and new characters being introduced all the time.
I'm kind of
I guess
thinking
maybe
about
I didn't know what I was getting
who
myself
I
into
would
at the
delete.
time,
Like,
back
do
in
I
1.0
delete this
when I
game
first
or
started out.
HSR?
It sucks to invest so much of your time into a game only for it to let you down. I'm not gonna pretend that Genshin was perfect back then. There are so many weird, like, cop-outs that Hoyo pulls so that they can have sensitive themes in their games but not actually have them. Like Bennett saying that he has multiple dads, only for you to realize that it's because he's been raised by many older men in the Adventurers Guild, not because he has queer parents. But the problems have only gotten worse with time. There are even more cop-outs, like Flynn's being a victim of suicidal ideation, but like, he actually just went sleepy for a really long time. Or like Nicole, who is mute in name only. She just talks in people's heads using her magic so Hoyo can pretend that they have a character with a disability. Or like Nefer, experiencing racism at the hands of the academia, while having the palest skin you could possibly imagine. Regarding gameplay, as I said, the shills at the academia so Hoyo can pretend that they have a character with a disability. Or like Nefer, experiencing racism at the hands of the academia, while having the palest skin you could possibly
What? Just
imagine.
because you are white.
Regarding
God, with racism.
gameplay, as I said, the shill for current characters has
What?
only gotten worse with time, with boss
What?
enemies made
What? Huh?
specifically to
No,
be
just
defeated
move
by
on, just
certain
move
limited
on.
characters. Fontaine was the first
Why
region to
does it
introduce
even
region-specific
matter?
battle mechanics, Bond of Life, and Pneumosia, but it wasn't so
Kind of
completely
matter, but
baked
like
into the combat like
the
Night's Soul or
argument is
Lunar
so
Reach.
dumb. The argument is so dumb. You don't face racism because of you being black, okay? You does, but that's not apply to every area. It the main thing matter is how different you are compared to your surrounding.
Reactions are.
Like Nefer
You
is
didn't read
not like
Bond of Life
other in the desert area. That's why she
or
racism. She faced racism. Not because
Pneumosia to beat
she's
anything in the
fucking
game,
white,
but
she
the
has a
Lord of the
fair
Loaded
skin.
Primal Fire weekly boss requires a character who can apply Night Soul damage. The game before the
Oh,
gate
why
is
we
built for quick
saying,
application of the frozen
not
reaction,
this week
which
we
is the
should.
specialty of Skirk and his Coffee.
Why we
It's unfair
comparing
to people
about
who aren't looking to pull every single
why
character,
we
like
why
me,
we
because I
can
only pull
we
characters I like.
okay,
Or
this is a really
people
good
who
argument.
application of the
This is a really good argument, but can we move this shit to like the normal bosses and normal mobs and not the fucking weekly boss where you can just go up it?
frozen reaction, which is the specialty of Skirk and his Coffee. It's unfair to people who aren't looking to pull every single character, like me, because I only pull characters I like, or free-to-play people who aren't looking to spend what could easily be hundreds of dollars on filling out their 5-star roster, also like me, because I don't have that kind of disposable income. Seeing Flynn's in that Nodkrai teaser was a lifesaver for me. Holy shit, a beautiful 5-star man with a mysterious backstory who's actually part of the meta, and oh my god, Lowen too. That face card is diabolical.
No, you can't do it. No, no, no. No, no, no. It doesn't work like that. You can't. It does not work like that. You can't complain about Shitlali. You can't complain about Mavika, Columbina. Okay, you can complain about Columbina. She's a bum. Linnea, and then Glaze Lohan out of all the people. Lohan out of all the people. Flint's is kind of understandable. Okay, I can recognize the game with Flint's. But Lohan after all the people.
It's been so long since I've been excited about characters like this. Most of the time now, I'm just like,
Okay, maybe. How long since Lohan been out? Oh, no, 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 no. Maybe she has not played Lohan. Maybe she made this video before the Lohan story is even out, and she just saw the character trailer. Maybe. I hope it's like that. I hope it's like that. If it's like she actually played the story and then she glazing Lohan,
well, Nicole's not my favorite, but I guess I'll pull for her in the future if I have no other characters I want. Or, well, Llama's design.
I kind of wanted to pull Nicole, but I want to see to Mavika more. Like out of all the character in Nodkrai, Nicole is like the only character I actually liked. Yeah, she did nothing in the story most of the time other than just pulling up at the end with the moon. And then also giving the solution of how Columbina can be like revived, not revived, brought back from disappearing. But she didn't really have a like major impact, especially on the version she comes out. She comes out with like the Torres patch, the Sumeru Archon quest, and the role she played in that quest is like so minimal, so minimal. She just encouraged Cole to write about all that to Nahida and Traveler, and then she helped Cole with that Flower God song. And what she did after that, I'm pretty sure did nothing after that, right? Lohan's story quest was weak. How you glazing Lohan's story quest?
But I guess I'll pull for her in the future if I have no other characters I want. Or, well,
I want my adopted dad to live long. So sad, so sad. I want my adopted dad to live long. So sad.
well, Llama's design is pretty terrible, but I like her personality a lot. I guess I could get her if I have enough extra Primo Gems. So yeah, that's a lot of flaws. But guess what, guys? Hoyoverse fucking got me. Almost 6 years ago now, Hoyoverse wormed its way into my brain and put my mind in a Genshin Impact-shaped chokehold. At this point, I have so many mixed emotions about this game and its fan base. I love the beautiful fan art I see every day. I love the sense of humor that so many of these fans have.
Not even one cutscene. Oh yeah, she doesn't have like oh wait, now like she don't really have a cutscene, right? Even in like the Natlan, not Natlan, even in like Nodkrai. Oh shit, she actually don't have any cutscene. Even in like Nodkrai, she has like a really minor cutscene helping Vark and Arlecchino pull the moon.
I love some of
Are you talking about you're talking about the Lohan quest? Oh yeah,
these
Lohan quest
characters
has
so
no
much, and
cutscene.
thinking about them is so much fun. But sometimes I feel like the only sane person in any given comment section on the internet. Like, I'm the only person who sees this game for what it has become.
I am the only intellectual person here.
People just refuse to be critical of this game despite enjoying it and knowing what it could be. It's a fandom and a community.
Talking about being critical, and while your Columbina point, she didn't even criticize Columbina for her writing the actual game, bro. She didn't say shit about Columbina actual story. Like her all the points upon Columbina was being from like head canon. Okay, like this shit is fine. Okay, is this is fine to say, but at least if you're saying all that, At least explain Critic as her story. At least Critic, other than saying, "Oh, she's just a damn
Sense.
slut. She
They even
always
come up with
wanted
some
health, and she just got help from everywhere." Other than that, can you criticize? Other than that, like, can you criticize how bad of a Sandro and Columbina writing
last
they
minute
made? Like the whole Columbina and Sandro plot right now is just like Columbina rage baiting and Sandro being angry. That's all.
Lord of Eroded Primal Fire weekly boss requires a come. People just refuse to be critical, feel like I don't belong addiction, or maybe it's FOMO thinking about
Dev, can we get something different other than just same two character dynamic?
the upcoming characters I want to get in the future. Maybe I find the gameplay engaging. But
No,
ultimately, I
son.
think for me, it comes down
You
to
playing Genshin and not Genshin.
wanting to see where this story ends up,
So
even though it continues
Columbina
to
character
disappoint me
development
the
was
more the
best.
time goes on. I think
Explain.
Genshin set up a very strong emotional core with the missing sibling, and they strung us along just enough
I'm
that
like
I
a
was
biggest
invested,
Columbina
giving us
hater.
hints that the sibling only lives at the floor, and I want to pull her and put her in a team with Klee and Durin. I want to see Dainsliff become playable and hopefully introduce a new element into the gameplay. Who knows? Maybe
Yeah,
Genshin
that
will
shit
continue
never
to disappoint
happening.
me. Maybe there are no good villains left to meet, and maybe a playable woman in a freezing cold climate will be wearing a bikini. I'm still gonna be pissed about that. But it's quests like Durin's story quest.
Anyways, let's just watch this night teaser. I have not watched it. We got manga story in the game finally. Where? Where you got the manga Genshin manga story in the game? Because I didn't see one. Yo, by the way, they literally spoiled this shit. Oh, I wonder. Oh, the Genshin launched a SNES Night teaser. I wonder how Sarissa gonna look like. And Bo. Yeah, and the difference being like Columbina character in like 6.0 and 6 now is like, you know what? I was a dumbass. Like all the people I've been with for 500 years was actually not the bad guys. You know what? The fatwa I've been blaming for like last for 500 years, the thing I was yapping about how I always got used in fatwa. Actually, that is not true. I like it a lot. And how I realized after meeting Ethan, my prince in a shining armor helped me realize all that in 2 weeks. Oh, not 2 weeks, 15 days. Ursa the dragon in manga. Hello, we got nothing from that. We got nothing from that. Oh, they didn't even, they didn't even uh, give like actual boss fight. Like they can't make a weekly boss, but at least they could have made it like the rare one. Rare is not a weekly boss, but he actually got the boss fight. In Lohan, they just pulled out a Honkai Star Rail.
I've heard that the rules that govern this world are all essentially curses. So to live by the rules means to suffer under the sum of all curses.
Eliosa.
Are you talking about the snowstorm?
I kinda know a few names. Like his name, cause he gonna come out in next patch, and everybody yapping about
Or
how
Project
broken
Stuja?
he is.
Or the Tsaritsa?
Let's go. Before Lilac makes a move. If it's true that rules are curses, well then, there's only
Oh.
two options.
Headshot. Hey yo. Hey Capitano. What the fuck?
Either we overthrow the rules, or
Wait, was that? No. Wait, what?
either we
You telling me? Bro, what? Show this shit to like someone who have not watched anything after 5.0 and they will say Capitano. This is literally Capitano from the back.
either we overthrow the rules, or were you going to say follow?
So this guy has like a wolf.
It's not
Surely this game has a budget to add wolf mechanic in the character gameplay. Why are they even beefing?
we find a way
What the fuck?
to
Assassination?
transcend the rules.
Regarding the motion to extend Project Stuja, if there are no further objections.
I have an objection!
Yeah, headshot. We're gonna headshot. I think it's Capitano Glazer. The Capitano replacement. Is it upgrade or a downgrade? Headshot.
Two.
I object.
Oh my.
That's my goal. Hey, no. Why I said my goal? Okay, you know what? I kinda accept it. When I saw... I even forgot the name. I even forgot his name, bro. What was his name? How the fuck I forgot his name? Let me remember. Let me try to remember his name. How the fuck I forgot his name? How the fuck I forgot his name? No, how the fuck I forgot his name? Mm. Okay, I gave up. I can't remember his name. What was his name? It was something like R, right? Starting from R. I kind of remembering it. You know what? I fucking gave up.
Oh my.
When I saw him in like the Signora funeral trailer, I kind of I was low key hating this guy. But in like previous Archon quests, he was such a chill dude. Yeah, the regretter. Yeah, the regretter. What the fuck? Regretter. I was low key hating this guy from like last. Okay, that trailer comes out in like Fontaine, right? So 1, 2, 3, yeah, almost 3 years. I was low key hating this guy for 3 years for no reason other than this guy closing his eyes. The same reason why I hate Zhao Q. That he's low key chill. He dips out when Sino comes in, and the traveler still didn't know that he was behind all that in Sumeru. We serve the Saritsa.
Search the area. We are the Druzhna, and it is our honor to serve the Saritsa.
I've seen this like shit from like probably 10 times. This clip. We serve the Saritsa.
Forgive the
He got
intrusion.
Yelan 3.0.
Mind if I join this private discussion?
Compared to the eons gone by,
Ooh.
this is a peaceful
Holy aura.
age.
Yeah. This guy Loki got the aura. Also, this guy from Wuba.
Peaceful age.
Why this guy has a Wuba mark? This guy got crazy aura. Hopefully he will be good and not like bum flames. Who?
Wait, the Kresnik's torch?
Who the hell are you? Yo, is this that big?
And then The heavenly principle spoiled our love.
Yo, don't look, but your kid gonna die.
I almost doubt whether it was ever true at all.
Huh? Okay, what are the chances? What are the chances that they gonna in like story they gonna say Sarissa does not really have a child. She's just imagining her life how she never will have child because of this power. What are the chances of it actually happening?
One
Yo,
should not throw
1v1
fragile
against
driftwood to a
Renova.
drowning person, nor give the illusion of warmth to those freezing to death. Death is not the enemy of love.
Yo, she got a
The real
spear.
enemy is the blessings
Not
given
the
by
spear,
deluded
trident.
gods.
It looked like a trident. Electro standing up, Geo standing up, Dandro standing up, Cryo standing up.
Good move. Still, I do hope you truly understand
What?
the nature of the game you're playing.
Is this granddaughter? Wasn't that granddaughter? It's third descender, yeah, I know. Isn't
I do hope
like Genesis made of third descender body?
good move. Still, I do hope you truly understand the nature of the game you're playing.
It's granddaughter, right? Well, not that peak of a trailer, not gonna lie. Maybe because I got spoiled with most of the characters.
Are all
Okay, character ranking.
essentially
This character, I
curses.
don't give a fuck about this character.
So to live
This character kinda looks cool. Especially the part where he summons the wolf.
options. Options.
I don't really like this character. This character look like the
Option.
one of the generic isekai MC, but they are taller and more has a buff body.
Either we overthrow the rules, or
Surely they're gonna have some wolf mechanic in that
we find
character
a way.
gameplay.
Further objection. Me too.
Oh my.
Okay, which Harbinger they gonna actually release in Stasna though? Is he actually gonna be playable?
Search the area. We are the Drushna. And
Yeah, I
it is
don't
our
like
honor
this
to serve
character.
the Saritsa.
I also don't like this character. Do I do I
Mind if
hate like
I
every
join
fucking
this
character in Stasnaya? I like this character a lot though. This guy low-key got aura.
Is a peaceful age.
Yeah, I like this character. So till now, I like two characters. I also kind of like this guy. This guy looks like some intelligent type of guy.
Wait, the Krasnik's torch?
And then I like Sarissa also, I guess.
wood to a drowning person.
More than Sarissa design, I like this Sarissa trident.
Death is not the enemy of love. The real enemy is the blessings given by deluded gods.
Like, I like this weapon a lot. And then there's nothing. I like Noya, Mitya, and Sarisa. Who are these characters? Why are you talking like I like this? I get disliking Genshin, but what could they have said in the video to warrant 1,000 thread and how bad the video was? Yeah, what? 40 best E6 DPS comparison. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Did you clear Stygian? Oh, yeah, I did. I low-key mocked that Stygian. Okay, where is that character launch thing? Sorry. Yeah, Eliosa. Oh, that. Escape, 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 escape. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? I'm still struggling. You want me to do your Stygian? I can try. Oh, yo, where, how far? Oh, yeah. June 26. Holy shit. I am like almost 20 days late. Which team did you choose for ball? C2 Mavika. C2 Mavika Merchant. Noi. Oh, this. Yeah, I also like her. Her? I also like him. I also like this. And then, oh yeah. Like, these are the only character I liked in this trailer. Sandon, bum alert. Arlecchino, bum alert. Vesna, bum. And Danica, I don't really have any opinion on her. Rooster, don't care. My goat. My soon to be goat. Pantalone. I don't care. Eliosa, W. Odette, don't care. Valeria, don't care. Isn't he look like a typical harem, not harem, isekai MC, but like with a taller and muscular build? Tell me I'm right. Please tell me I'm right. Yo, by the way, Shreyas, look at this shit. C2 Mavika taking 100 seconds for a fearless clear. Oh, hell. Can you try the ball boss? Yeah, I can. You can just message me on Discord. How C0 Molani doing this boss in 85 seconds while Mavika C2 taking 100 seconds for this boss? This boss is so ass. Like all of these bosses, this might be the worst region of all. Because all three bosses are so ass. This, yeah, okay, this one, only this boss was ass. If you don't have Skirk and Escoffier. This one, maybe Papilla was really bad. And this one, maybe this one is also kinda ass. If you don't have like a strong electro carry. And during that time, it was like only Varys and Inefa. No, no, no. Molani can also clear this boss. This boss, yeah, this boss is easy Mog. This boss, was this boss hard? No, it was kind of easy, no? But I have like Fever Fury now though. Yeah, and this boss was kind of ass to play. Sigurd, easy Mog with C0 Mavika. Molani against this. Oh, by the way, look at this. Same team, by the way, same team. During the first time, I got 110 second. And look at this. I got 91. Almost 20-second increase. Okay, okay. Let me hop on yours account. Surely we have not changed ID pass, right? I'm not sure if I can even clear your account though. It was actually pretty hard in my account also, even with like high cons character. People are clearing ball boss with C0R1 newbie. Whoa. Okay, let's see. Let's see what you are cooking with. Let's see what you are cooking with. Let's see what you are cooking with. What you have. Oh, oh no. Do you have a scoff here? Shit, you don't have a scoff here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, you have a scoff here. Never mind, 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 never mind. Never mind. Stringless, no. Level 85. Okay. TTTS. Fablands. Oh, what? Why you have? Do you not have? Please tell me you have this piece. Oh, you don't have it leveled though. Why we using HP? Shit, you don't have it. Oh, no, no, no. I think we are fine. HP, why we using HP? Why we using higher damage in Furina? Okay, what's your cons? What's oh seat? Okay, yeah, GG easy, GG easy. Okay, the first boss is easy then. What about the second boss? Oh no, I think you have C2, right? You have C2, like you know. Oh yeah, easy. I think okay. I think it easy. Where is sucrose? Yeah, and this. No, what's your prune cons? Is it C6? Oh yeah, it's C6 prune. Hell yeah, C6 prune. Durin. And what was the last slot? This C6 as coffee. Oh yeah, it is C6 as coffee. Damn. Okay, it's easy then. No, wait, no. It will be kind of hard to group up if we see. The first boss is easy, and second boss will be hard, and third boss will be easy.
姿を見せ拒絶この手にはっふんふんはっせいふんやっほっし来客や影のカラス低温調理ふっせいこの手にやっせやほっふっさ冷凍の時間よ目も舌も待った断罪の名に力よふんほっしふんはっやっしはっ
お嬢様の王
はっこの心を持って天に帰るよっとっふっややっせやはっしはっ姿を見せガンのように羽ばたけほっそっふったみんなには内緒よ黒き翼よ万象よ巡れ烈風
Ah, I fucked up. Doesn't really matter.
反逆
So how you doing that much damage? What do you mean? Like C2 Nicole. Easy peasy. Yo, WPs. Nobody gonna use though. Oh, this looks really hard though. You have C1 R1 Varka, right? Surely he can brute force it.
最後の警告だ
気をつけて物語は始まったば
ど真ん中
烈火もっと激しくよっとしよっし
Nah. This is ass. Yes. This is ass. Mm. No, no, no. Oh, you have Kazuha. Wait. Yo. Am I Yo, Ibrahim. Am I playing this team again? I have done this clear with someone else also. But it took like so many retries. Maybe Varka. Hmm. C6 rune is really big though. It does Varka loses the thing if you have three? Damn. During Yansha's Chevy Varka? Let me try with like Kazuha Bennett here. Iron Sting, no. It how you have okay. Oh, you have R3. Son, why your Varka still using? You have C2 Durin. Oh, what? I have C2 Durin. Oh, you have Varisa. Oh.
任せてせいみんながそばにいて風の行く先を腐食神聖よっとと
Yeah, I think this team can clear.
気をつけて危ない燃えろへっいや全力攻撃それそこだ風よ物語は始まったばかりだよ任せよっと砕けろ雲隠れ借りなく時せ任せてみんながそばにいてくれる運命の変わり目
Oh, what? I break the shield. I break the shield though. Okay, you don't need to flex it. Okay, you don't need to flex that shit. C2 Duran and C2 Nicole in 150 fulls.
腐食神聖風を知れそこだ全力攻撃だ風の赴くままに気をつけてくらえみんながそばにいて
So how this shit is so bad? How the grouping is so bad? Okay, I guess I have to do this.
任せて任せてみんなは俺が風を知れ
No. I need more energy. It didn't even trigger. How much energy this guy has? Mm, 23. Give Varka pyro damage. Hey, you. What the? Son, what are you doing? Son, what are you doing? Why using a electro damage bonus on your Varka? Okay, then it should be easy.
せよそこだみんながそばにレッカはっ
What?
任せて下がって週末の嘆きレッカもっと激しくよっと
The grouping is so annoying. Wait, do I have to use Venti? Yeah, maybe Venti is better. I can also group up, but how the hell Venti gonna have enough energy? You don't even have... No, you don't even have it. Oh, you don't even have... Shit. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna level this. I was trying Varka, Prune, Chevy, Fizzle for the first boss. Huh? Yo, what is it? Yo, bro, what is this? Yo, can I throw this? You're never gonna use it. Can I throw this? Can I throw this? 11 energy. Oh, 17. Mama, Yo, Shreyas, can I throw this or not? You know what? I'm throwing this. You're never gonna use it. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Yo.
任せて危ないはっへへ燃えろ
一緒に遊ぼうよ逃げよう
腐食神聖気をつけてみんなは俺が守るレッカあっよっとそれチェーふっチェーと
ふう風だ
腐食神聖みんながそばにいてくれるレッカだけろあっはっもっと激しく気をつけてせ
足元に気をつけて逃げ
物語は始まったば全力攻撃だレッカチェーはっあっだけろ
Okay, it's easy.
もっと激しくふっ気をつけて燃えろ腐食神聖
ここだよ風だ
みんなは俺が守る
That C2 Durin is definitely carrying a lot. What?
もっと激しく
ふう逃げようなんて思わないでよね
物語は始まったばかり全力攻撃よっとふっはっもっと激しくはっしふ
Just die. Oh, okay, it's actually clearable. Got nothing? No. Hmm. Can I brute force this? Do I really need electro, or I can just brute force it? Yeah, I guess we need official. Where is official? It forgot about the feather. Sucks to be you. Is this ER? No, why we are using give this shit? The problem is, do we have enough energy on official though? Like, even without having Fav in the team? Oh, we have. Never mind. Easy. Oh, small amount remaining. Please die. Okay. Okay, okay. Possible, possible, possible. C2 Arlish will be able to clear it. Anything good? Huh? Usable. What happened? Nothing. Just easy mog with the clear. Now do your shit lol even have enough energy though? How's this C6 Brony better than Sucrose here? Oh, but we don't have. Ah, shit, we don't have Bennett though. What's your Jan's on con? Oh, C2. What about you, Varesa? Oh, We can use Ihansan instead. Heal bird. Yeah, this Ihansan never getting energy. Shit. Can you please level up your weapons? Like, why these fabs are level 1? Like, what you want me to use here? Catch? This is not hard. This is hard because half your character are not built. You don't have any weapons levels up. What you doing with 20 million Mora with no weapons levels up? Does your Shitlali even have enough energy? Oh yeah, bro, sure. Bro, using TTDS with fucking 116 energy. Surely that gonna work. Uh, HP, defense. Okay, I can throw this here. Oh, it, really good. Wait, no! Shit, I fucked up. I mean, it's not really fucked up for like Shitlali, but I was trying to level up the attack one. Yeah, I was trying to level up this one, but by mistake I leveled this one. Turns out to be good for Shitlali though. Yep. Why be using this? Why be using this? Why be using this? Okay. Okay, 191. Bennett. Bennett. Noblesse energy recharge. 9.7. 11. 11. Okay. Attack percent. Okay. 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 It's actually not that bad. Yo, not that bad. It's actually a good Janssen build. It's just you don't have a weapon level up. 17, 10, 13, 9. I guess we can change this. What's your highest one? 6. Oh, okay. 21. Oh, we can change this instead. I'm building Rosaria now for. Ooh. Ah, fucked up. Maybe Bruni is not the play here. Time to bench her ass. I'm just gonna stick with Kazuha. Where is Kazuha? Yo, where the hell is Kazuha? Oh, EM. Okay, it's fine. Oh, you don't need the sack here. You can use. Really, dude? Not even 900 EM with line thrower. Shit, this shit is so bad. I have no energy. But like, maybe this is fine. Let me try this. C6 Chevrolet. Okay, it's possible. I kind of fucked up.
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
気をつけて。腐食新鮮。
最後の警告。ここだよ。これは必要な
任せて。
風だ。
I fucked up. I should not have done it. Maybe not. Yeah, are they kind of ungrouping? I've seen people doing ball balls with Caesar Argon, Farina, Coffee, Official. But can yours so? Yeah, it's possible to clear. I have also cleared on someone else's account, but that guy actually had a really good build. Your Skulk don't have signature. Your Escoffier using a level 70 weapon. Your Furina is probably not on the right set. If I, man, this Durian has the energy problem. If I can use lions around here, it will be really easy. Nice. Oh, oh. So bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Need like a little more energy on a Venti, even with 260 energy. I guess we are ditching this. Oh, people are clearing Newbie Nahida Q. What's your Newbie's con?
ここだよ。はあ。最後の警告だ。
危ない。腐食新鮮。
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。一緒に遊ぼうよ。
もっと激しく。よっと。あ、それ。もっと激しく。し。
You know what? Guess we have to use sack on Durin. But like, can we give something else for these? Can I give pyro damage bonus? Okay, let's try giving pyro damage bonus. C0R1. Yeah, buddy.
任せて武器を捨てろ気をつけて
ここだよはったお最後のけ
物語は始まったばっ
風だ
レッカとはっはっそれしよっと
一緒に遊ぼうよ逃げようなんて思っ
任せて物語は始まったばっ
動くな
レッカしよっふっんし
任せて
風だ
運命の変わり目
もっと激しくはっよっともっと激しくふっんはっもっと激しくよっ
ふう逃げようなんて思わないで
運命の変わり目
最後の警告だ
しよっとんよっよっとはっしよっはっ
足元に気をつ
気をつけて物語は始まったばっ
武器を捨てろ投降しろここだよ風だ
レッカしとはっ
I didn't group her properly.
よっととそれ
Shit, fucked up. This is so bad, bro.
任せて危ない
一緒に遊ぼうよ
What? I missed 20.
危ない危ない
ふうふっ逃げようなんて思わないでよね
物語は始まったばっみんなは俺が守る
レッカもっと激しくはっしふっしっかりついてこいよ
運命の変わり目危ない
ここだよ
くらえみんながそばにい
So bad.
任せて危ない
足元に気をつけて風だ
全力攻撃だ腐食新鮮
レッカもっと激しくんしよっとはっ
How the hell you didn't die? Okay, guess we're switching to attack. Huh?
一緒に遊ぼうよ
Sack didn't trigger. R4. 70% chance.
危ない
Didn't triggered. Didn't triggered third time in a row. I give him his pyro damage from his own RT and count from red artifact. I don't think damage is the problem. Let me try this also. Why not? What's the last slot though? Pyro Traveler maybe? Yeah, this team is not ulting. This team is not ulting at all. Varys is hard without Durin. It should not be hard if you build your collector. Beyonce don't have level 90 weapon.
呼吸を整えよう頭突きそっはあくらえドーンジャスティス頭突きヒーロー剣山ふっふっ動くなはっうっドーン怒るよジャスティスはっはあ法の裁きをもっと早くもっと強くよっ最後の手いくよ突撃一投ヒーロー剣山灼熱戦動くなイカズチのごとく
What? So bad. Okay, you know what? Fuck this character. This is so bad. Where is Bennett? Hello, Bennett. Bennett, 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 Bennett. Bennett, 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 Bennett. Bennett, 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 Bennett. Am I blind? Oh, what's your crit rate? 74. $78. This is fine. This is also fine. 78 crit rate. 74 is good. No, it's not. You need like minimum 85. Oh, also. It's gonna be really hard. I don't think you can clear it. No, 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 not this. When I did this on someone else's account, that guy has Homa and a better build. And even that, I struggled a lot. So I highly doubt. 85 crit for Marley domain.
権限くらえどうよみんなは俺が風の赴くままに
手加減なしよ。
いやと却下す燃えろみんながそばにそこだ
いい度胸ね。口封じは任せたからね。さあ働きなさい。
You know what? I think it's possible. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
貫くくらえはっはっせみんなは俺が風の行く先を
手加減なしよ。悪用の力を思い知りなさい。
いやはっさはっ燃えろ全力攻はっはっ
絶味めよ契約を果たせ。としたらりいつパパ
Oh, it is that bad. So close. If you can beat Nicole, I'm not beating that boss without using Nicole.
みんながそばにいて風を知れ
さあ働きなさい。手加減なしよ。口封じは任せたからね。
いやとさ貫く燃えろへ
さあ働きなさい。
みんなは俺が風の赴くままに
手加減なしよ。したらりいつパパこうよ。
マイいやみんながそばにいてくれる
絶味めよ契約をは
What? What the fuck this all tracked? Yeah, I think this can work.
権限みんなは俺が
手加減なしよ。口封じは任せたからね。
はっせいはっくらえ全力攻撃
さあ
いやとはっ
So close.
貫くせ
絶味めよ契約を果たせ。
くらえ
Is your ally doing 200k plus damage? Buddy.
権限
手加減なしよ。
みんながそばにいた風を知れそこだ
さあ働きなさい。悪用の力を思い知りなさい。
よっはっつぶはっつぶさはっはっ却下すみんなは俺が守れマイルそこだ
Shit is not clearing. You can scar clear this with like this team. Surely, right? Yo, Bala, hello, hello. Level 65. Yo, yo, Shreyas, did I not am I not telling you this shit to level this shit to level 90 from like last 5 months? Now I'm okay, I'm not gonna play your account in next region. I'm doing this region, but I'm not gonna play your account from next region just because there's literally no point on doing it. 'Cause even when I say you to do something in your account, you never does it. Then I have to suffer. Okay, that was easy. I don't know why the fuck I was not trying this team against this boss. Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? No. It should be easy, no? Now I can play this team here. And this should clear easily. And then Varka is... Where is Bennett? Yeah, where the fuck is Bennett? Yes, and Bennett. Yeah, then it should be easy. Fool of the Grey Fog. Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
拒絶行け姿を見せよお行くよジャスティス頭突き突撃食らえ見ててよドーンはあせダイビングぴょ
Yo, is this... Oh, no, no, no. Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. Is this Chi not... Yo, 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 yo. Why the fuck this Chi is not ascended? Hello? Will first team be possible? Yeah, it should be pretty fucking easy if you have ascended Chi. You're going 95? Yeah, it's fucking normal. What's the temperature here? What's the current temperature? It's 30-degree here. Of course, it's gonna be reaching 95. Who would have thought Chichi will be meta? Chichi's not meta, but still. Can I use any other cryo corrector here? Yeah, probably not, right? Chichi provides the most cryo out of all the people here. Maybe Layla can do something. If I give shit ton of ER to her. I don't really think so she gonna do anything even after that. Charlotte applies no cryo though. She's not gonna do shit. Okay, this is the only way. Yeah, it's not possible. I need to ascend Chi. It's a Chi level. Oh, it's not even level 70. Any other character with the decent cry application? What if I... No, no, no. What if I do this? Yeah, this shit is not clearing. Okay, maybe not sure. Maybe I need to Saiba Varisa here. Where's Arlecchino? A few more retries and I'm hopping off. I fucked up. Oh, it's possible. It's possible. Possible. I played so bad. By the way, we remove this and give her. Sorry. Holy shit! What the fuck is happening to me? Am I gonna die?
拒絶姿を見それはいチーズそうそうよっ来客断罪の接戦お願いしますせっ
夜の源源
特ダネよ
やよや却下
姿を見ポーズお願いします反逆夜の権限シャルロットが
またか
や
よっ答えなさい断罪のなはいチーズ拒絶はいよっ黒き翼よ
権限やっと
What the fuck is this team? Okay, now this. $68, $62, $187. Just need to do this. Then we are chilling. 70% chance. It triggered.
腐食新生全力攻撃
ここだよ
気をつけて
逃げようなんて思わないでよね
レッカシェーはっシェーよっとふっとシェーよっとそこ
物語は始まったばかりだよ
It's gonna be so annoying with no fucking energy on character. Eh? I missed.
気をつけて任せて燃えろ
足元に気をつけて
I miss.
危ない
Stack didn't proc. Oh, I love this RNG.
ここだよ
気をつけて
走るよ
腐食新生みんながそばにいてくれる
風だ
レッカシェーはっシェーとはっふっシェーはっ
一緒に遊ぼうよ
下がって
逃げようなんて思わないでよね
みんなは俺が守れ影を燃やし尽くす
レッカよっとふっ砕けろはっシェー
下がって
足元に気をつけて風
近寄らないで全力攻撃だ
レッカシェーあっ俺についてこいもっと激しく
任せて
一緒に遊ぼうよ逃げよ
運命 目みんながそばにいてくれっかもっと激しく
Huh?
もっと激しく
ここだよ風だ
くらえ運命の変わり目全力攻撃だれっかしえあっとよっもっと激しくあっしえよっはっそれふっふっしっかりついてこいよ
He did no damage to the main body.
気をつけて下がって週末の嘆き
足元に気を逃げようなんて思わないでよね
みんなは俺が守れレッカしえんよっとよっとしえんあっふっよっとしえんと
ふう風だ
危ない
So, how with the sack, Fab, and Bennett having Skyward, we still having energy problem?
走るより足元に気をつけて
危ない危ないみんながそばにいて物語は始まったばっ
ここだよふっ乱暴だな逃げようなんて思わないでよね
Bennett buff expire.
一緒に遊ぼうよ
危ない危ないよ腐食新鮮せ
足元に気をつけて風だ
全力攻撃だレッカもっと激しくふっしえはっんとはっ
Oh.
あっん危ない
ここだよ
腐食新鮮
Haha. This is so bad.
みんながそばにいてくれる
I did no damage on the lower shirt phase.
もっと激しくよっとあっふっはっ気をつけて
ふう
物語は始まったばっ
風だ
全力攻撃だレッカもっと激しくなふっあっともっと激しく落ちろ
はっ逃げようなんて思わないでよね
Okay, this is the last rotation.
みんなは俺が守るそろそろ本気を出すかレッカはっしっかりついてしえ
はっ風だ
運命の変わり目全力攻撃だもっと激しくはっはっとふっしえ
It's fucked up in the end. Try Durin, then Benny, then Venti. Really?
足元に気をつけて
Ah, shit. No Fab proc, no Sack proc.
任せてと燃えろ
How much energy does Bennett even have? $278 is fine. I'm overcapping, but at least Durin will get energy. %70 chance, because why the fuck it long? It didn't walk like 4 times in a row. Gods, it didn't trigger. It triggered one time in like 6 tries. How this won't even have energy problem? Oh, what? Yo, when the fuck? When did have this happen? Oh, oh. Okay, I have to upgrade this. I'm gonna upgrade this. Crit rate. No, crit rate though. Take the Varka one. This one. 38. Okay, now should be doable. What if I give this guy energy recharge and then instead of sag we give lion's roar? What the fuck? Okay, it's possible, possible, possible. Six-year-old game and still has not implemented target lock.
始まったば逃げようなんて思わないでよね。みんながそばにいて
烈火もっと激しくよっとあチェ
Okay, this is really good. This is really good.
よっともっと激しく
Oh yeah, this is definitely clearing.
気をつけて腐食新鮮風だ全力攻撃だ
烈火もっと激しくはっしチェやるじゃないかそれもっと激しく
気をつけて一緒に遊ぼう物語は始まったば逃げようなんて思わないでよねみんなは俺が守っ
烈火もっと激しくはっチェとよっと
任せてふっ
ふう風だ
腐食新鮮全力攻撃
烈火チェもっと激しくはっもっと激しく
So there's RT problem, there's weapon problem, everything is a problem in this account. Please. Yo, serious, I swear to God, bro, I'm not joking this time. If you don't level up these weapons, I'm not gonna do your Stygian next time. How many you have gotten? Oh, you've gotten two. Yeah. This one. Holy Constellation. Anyway, I'm hopping off. I'm gonna end the stream here because I have some work. And from work, I have to go play football. Bye bye. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.